Hello everyone! Hi guys! Hi guys! Hello, hello! Guess who's back after being sick? Anyways, hi. Let me say hi to everyone. Hi guys! Hi everyone! Hello, hello, hello! Hi Waves, hi Lawyer Dude, hi Low Cobalt, hi Syntax, hi Sakura, hi Inu, hi Toast Smeller, hi Papa John, hi Tenkin, hi Shinra, hi Yuzuki, my wonderful friend Yuzuki, hi Jamie, hi Luke, and hi Jeffrey, hi Sphinx. Missed you, yes! Oh my gosh, hi guys, I hope you guys have been well. As you can probably tell from my voice, oh hold on, let me turn on my desktop audio. I sound quite a bit better than last weekend when I was super sick. Oh my god. Also guys, if you have not followed my friend Yuzuki yet, I don't know, what are you doing? Please check out my wonderful friend Yuzuki. Please check her out on both YouTube and Twitch, so that we can get her to 1,000 on YouTube, okay? Okay. But welcome in everyone, welcome in. I do have a cough drop in my mouth. Hi Daxfer, welcome in. How's the haircut, man? We did fine. You do sound more alive. Thank you, Cobalt. I was so sick last weekend. I was pretty sick last weekend. And I got sick, I would say on Friday last week. And then Saturday, it was probably the worst. Sunday, it was still pretty bad, but not as bad. Monday, I slept all day. Thank God I had the day off. And then yesterday, I did have the day off, so I took it easy. So we're taking it a little bit easy, guys. We're taking it a little bit easy. We're back tonight with some more Limbus company. I did start my stream late because I was resting, and I'm gonna keep resting, okay? I'm gonna keep on resting, guys. I do sound, but I'm still sick. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm still a little bit sick, but it's not as bad. I've been taking medication. My congestion is not as bad as it was last weekend. Last weekend, I literally went through one whole tissue box in one day, and then my nose was all super fucked up. So that was a situation last week. I'm feeling much better now. I do have a slight cough still. Hi, howdy. I'm glad you had a good time with your friends. Welcome in. Hi, Fabrizio. Yi Sang pulls. Oh my gosh, I did see the like a preview for one of the IDs, and I was like, oh goodness. I could have sold so many tissues. That's true. Well, I have them all in a bag right now by my desk, so I haven't thrown them away yet. I think I did see the preview for the Yi Sang ID, and I'm not gonna lie, he looks good as fuck. This is like the first time I ever wanted a Yi Sang ID. Is this a good ID? Would it even be useful on my team? I don't really want to pull for it unless like I can somewhat use it. Also, hi Hades. Let me hydrate. Also, I will say this, guys. Last weekend, I was not really hydrating properly, and it's just because I don't know. I was sick, so I wasn't in the mood. He's very good. Is he good with my team though? Could I make a team with him? My team is such a mishmash of just all the best IDs right now. You know? So I'm like, Broken? He's broken? Oh, damn. What's your team again? My team is No Synergy Team, Low Kobold. Here's my team. Your professor canceled classes? Oh my gosh. Oh, that sucks, Syntax. I mean, at least you didn't have to go to class, but that's still like so annoying. Yes, we really must hydrate. People buy tissues. I had to buy tissues, Lucan, because it was so bad. I feel like usually I don't, but I did have to buy them this time because it was just so bad. Hi, Mr. G! He's sinking in poise. Oh wait, I have a sinking team. Oh, pulling for it when Walp is definitely on the horizon is also a gamble. Oh, damn. I did spend $80 last Walp purchase, by the way. He'd be fine on it. Okay. It's a 1 hour trip. You had to, oh my God. So you had a 2 hour travel time? Sorry, I meant used tissues. I'm sure I mean, not for me, but I'm sure someone would buy someone else's used tissues. You know? Yes, I get jailed quite frequently. Okay, wait, when is Walpurgis? When is the Walpurgis trailer? Guys, I'm scared of missing the trailer. When does the trailer for it drop? You know? I do have a sinking team. I have an unintentional sinking team. Because, like, everyone, I have so many sinking units for some reason. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. Should we do... Where are we, by the way? Late February to early March. Probably during the anniversary livestream. Do we know when the anniversary livestream is? I want to watch the anniversary livestream, but I'm so scared of missing it because I just never know anything that's going on with Limbus. That is my one fear. But yes, I'm a little bit sicky, but it's fine. It's fine. Already okay, anniversary livestream is next week. Do we know when next week? I have so many days off next week. I had to take a bunch of days off, by the way. So hopefully it's on a night that I have the day off. It's today? The 26th. Okay. Whew. Okay, wait, let me see the 26th. Thursday? Okay. At like 3 a.m. or something like that? I guess we could do that, I guess. I'll just suffer. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. Is it up on their YouTube already? The waiting room? Someone say yes so I can plan my time. Okay, let's do a poll. Let's do at least one poll. Is this good? Is this good? Oh, what is this? Oh, damn! She looks good! Whoa! This is pretty nice. Whoa! I usually never get egos, so this is actually insane. Whoa! Both of these are very cool. Oh my gosh, that's actually very cool. Whoa, that's awesome. Well, guys, I think we got 2 egos in 1 pull. I think we just have to stop now. I don't want to have to spend another $80 during one purchase. I think, because I spent $80 when I was pulling for Queen of Hatred, which that was kind of rough. I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty nice one for Rhodey. Yay! He schedules but doesn't plan ahead. As long as I know the day, I think it's fine. The day and time, that's fine. Okay, wait, actually, I do maybe want to do another pull. Oh, no gold. That's fine. Okay, anyways, just let me skip it. Interesting. Return. Both red eyes are nice. Ooh. Okay, anyways, I'll get him next time, whatever. I will do my best to do the voices today. I don't know how well I'll do the voices. I can't really... Okay, so I've been trying to drink some tea to just, like, keep my throat kind of okay after being sick. Or while I'm sick. The only issue is... Guys, it's so hot in my apartment that I can't really be drinking hot tea that much. So I have not really been doing that. So we defeated 530. I don't know how many there are. I'm gonna guess 40. So I think we have 5 to 10 more before the dungeon is my guess. 5 to 10 more before the dungeon. Also, hi Konabe, welcome in. Welcome in everybody, welcome in. I hope you guys are all doing good. 36, thank you Sakura. They used to tell you and now they don't tell you anymore. For anyone who missed it, last time we played Limbus, we did beat Ricardo. And we beat him in 1 try, okay? So for anyone... First of all, I just want to say everyone who's in my stream currently is very nice and I appreciate all of you guys and you guys are always very helpful to me and very awesome. And I just want to say, like I said, I appreciate you guys. You guys are very awesome. But sometimes we do get a very annoying person in chat and then I have to be very mean to them and be like, you suck. Yes, now they're building suspense because we don't know how much it'll be. Oh, yes, of course. Thank you so much for stopping in, Konabe. And yeah, sometimes we get a rude person and then I have to be like, stop telling me what to do because we beat Dongvek and Ricardo, no problem. For now, obviously, but yeah. But I just want to say everyone in chat right now is very, very nice and awesome, and I appreciate you guys, and it's just every once in a while we get a bad egg that I then have to be really mean to. You know? Who would be rude to Dreamy? I think they're unintentionally rude. I don't think they're rude on purpose, but then I do have to be kind of rude back. Oh, yes, yes, I should slap on the new ego. You're right, you're right. Oh my god, I have not equipped an ego in so long. How do I do that even? Here. Okay. And then I'm not even using Ryoshu. Look, I have her at level 14 right now, guys. That's true, Kobold. You're right, Kobold, you do. Hi, Ginge, and welcome in. How are you? Wait, do I have a better ego for her? No. Okay. Because they passively get a little bit of EXP, so even though I'm not using her, I could get her some EXP, okay? But looks like no. Yeah, one day we'll get it. Listen, I do believe that one day we will get a good Ryoshu. Ooh, what flavor instant ramen are you trying, Jin? Because for so long, guys, look, we've come so far. I now have 2 other Yi Sang IDs. Do you know how long it was where I had literally 0 IDs for him? Bulldog, ooh, yummy. I had no IDs for Yi Sang for so long that the fact that I finally got some for him is a miracle. It's called her base one. Ooh, the base one's pretty good. You think you don't like it? It's okay, Jin. I also tried a new ramen flavor and I bought a whole pack of it. And it was just very mid. It was actually maybe less than mid. And so I feel the same as you. I just want to say I get it. I get it. So yeah, guys, we beat Ricardo. When do we get to go inside the whale? I'm ready to penetrate. It's not it, fam. I feel you. I feel you. I don't remember what the fuck voice I gave this guy. Hi, Wind. Welcome in. You're pretty close. I feel like we have to be pretty close to the whale, right? Good. You nicked my sunglasses. Too bad. You'll have to try again. Damn it.
Water!
Wow, Inu Flava!
Well, it's official 2 whole years being subbed to one of my absolute favorite streamers.
Oh my goodness.
Why? I don't know if I can put my on it, but Dreamy seems dreamy to me. Dreamy 30
Thank you,
Dreamy
Inu
30
Flava.
Dreamy 30 dance, Dreamy 30 eyebrows.
Enifluff, thank you so much for the resub, the freaking 25 months. That is crazy. I can't believe it's been 2 years now. Thank you so much for your support the past 2 years, and thank you for the tier 3, and thank you so much. Thank you. I hope your night is going well. We just started our Limbus stream, and guys, like I said, I will do my best to voice act. Hopefully my throat will be okay. Hi, Swogie. Am I having a whale? I'm trying to have a whale of a time. I'm trying to enter that whale, you know? Also, thank you for the follow. Almost 3 years. That's crazy. Where does the time go, right? Time, guys. Damn it. I hope she doesn't get a mind break here. I don't want to deal with that right now. I didn't face all those waves just to... Yeah, listen, the one... I'm glad we're not on Canto 6 because the voice that really stresses my throat is Heathcliff's voice because I gave him a horrible voice to do, so... Which hole would you enter? Of course, the blowhole. Of course, we're entering through the blowhole, Swogie, okay? As long as I can keep trying, I can... The mist thickens. It expands, devouring everything. Our futures, our hopes, and any slim chance of victory we had. And so does the fog of my sight, of my mind. I said something so sus earlier, Papa John, I think. Will this continue until either Ishmael gives up, or until he gets tired of this little game? Until he simply walks over and crushes my clock? Could Virgilus piece my shattered clock back? Is that even possible? I don't think so. If I did as Faust told me to and blew up my head, not even a shred of me would be.
슬슬 똑같은 말만 들으니 지루해져 가는데.
Yeah, we're because we have a clockhead. We have a clockhead. Your repertoire is starting to get old.
이벤트. 시계 부수기로 가볼까?
How about we zoom right past that into the main event? I call this clock bashing.
안돼, 단테, 뛰어요. 어떻게든 도망쳐.
Oh my goodness, guys! No, Dante, run! Get out of here!
이 지경을 다 겪어도 아직 다리를 붙잡고 매달릴 정도면 당신 엄청 소중한 사람인가 보다.
That clock fella's gotta be someone so very precious to you, huh? Just look at her hanging onto my leg after all that beating.
관리자는 단테는 안 돼.
Not the manager! No, not Dante! Not Dante! Should I press the button? Is that really going to be my last ever thought? There was a distant sound like an answer to my question. That solemn sound told clearly through the blinding fog. It was a skiff! Ooh, guys, we got a mysterious man! One much smaller, much more modest than ours. From beyond the misty veil, the skiff slowly glided across the water in our direction. On it was a solitary figure holding an oar. A giant harpoon was attached to the bow of the ship. Okay, guys, my guess as to who this person is. Wow, 55 stream streak! Well, thank you, Edith Love, for the 55 stream streak. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, by the way, whoever has a stream streak. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Also, Papa John, I think you're also on a 55 stream streak as well. So thank you for that as well. Okay, my guess is this is either Captain Ahab or this is Queequeg. It has to be one of those two guys. So yeah, that is my prediction, guys. Either Ahab or Queequeg.
What?
But why? The big brother of the middle. Who could probably break that puny skiff in half with his bare hands? Stares at it in stunned silence. Uh-oh, it kind of looks like he's seeing a ghost. It became clear that the skiff didn't float here by accident when the figure on the boat began gently rowing in our direction. Through the mist, we saw something flash atop the skiff. Oh! You like Ricardo not because of his fight, but because of how he's written. Ricardo's kind of like a funny character, which in like a game like this, or in like a serious like world like this, I think having like a comedic character, even though they're like beating your ass, is like still really nice, you know what I mean? It's still like, it's very nice, it's very nice. The figure hurled something in our general direction. It flew so fast that no human eye could catch it. Uh-oh, guys, I'm having flashbacks to I'm in a tabletop RPG where my character did something like this recently. And killed someone, even though I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, it kind of adds to the world's colorful cast. I am excited. I'll be pleasantly surprised to see this one, or not. I'm so excited. I didn't even have time to register that something was thrown before I noticed that something was piercing the big brother's left shoulder. Obviously a harpoon, right? And then a powerful shockwave, far mightier than anything the pirates had fired earlier, struck us. The air itself quaked. It was not a distance that most people would even think about jumping across, but... The figure leaped over from the skiff to the lobotomy court branch gracefully and with agility. Hi, Hazel! Hazel, welcome in! Hazel, we did, not this stream, but the last Limbus stream, we did win pretty big against a hard boss fight. I hope you've been well. I hope you've been well. The man from the middle, who so far had appeared unassailable, stumbled and fell to his knees. His shoulder was skewered. The amount of chains he has on him is insane. You! That's when I finally noticed that what the figure had thrown was a harpoon. Of course, guys, we're whale hunting! A harpoon too immense to be thrown by a mere person, let alone at such blinding speed. The hooded figure's arm was wreathed in a familiar light.
영감탱이.
You old geezer.
호수에서 물고기나 잡는 줄 알았는데 색을 달고 나서 기어코 청새치 고래 하나
A
잡았다.
geezer. Who could it be?
이제 눈에 뵈는 게 없어서 중지도 고래로 보이나?
Thought you were just out there fishing, but what? You think you're some hot shit now that they made you a color? Guys, a color fixer? Oh my goodness. We got a color fixer? Just because you hunted the marlin whale? Are you challenging the middle to a hunt like we're some whale? That it?
나를 공격한다는 게 어떤 뜻인지는 알만한 사람일 텐데 말이야.
Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my god. A geezer. Oh no. You are not old. You're not the kind of idiot that would attack me without knowing the consequences.
중지도 고래와 다를 바 없지.
Oh my god, guys, a color fixer.
여기 온 것은 그 때문이 아니야.
Oh, wait, who the fuck is this? Someone, okay, throw my, I don't know. I don't think it's Ahab or Quick anymore, guys. The middle is no different from a whale, but that's not why I'm
그중
here.
놓쳤던 고기를 잡으러 왔다네.
Although, pause, this actually does kind of sound like Ahab a little bit. I'm just after fish that got away.
아무렴 그러시겠지.
They're a literary reference? Okay. Oh.
중지는 반드시 잊지 않고 기억한다는
I think
걸
Ahab is
알고
too insane to
있겠지?
become a color fixer, to be honest. Of course you are. I'm sure there's no need for me to remind you that the middle never forgets.
그 밴댕이 소갈머리 같은 책에 남는 공간이 있다면 적어 놓으세나.
Yeah, listen, Ahab, I think is too insane to be colored. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the whole thing about Moby Dick is that Captain Ahab is like totally insane, just like from the book. So they're like insane and obsessed with the whale, so they could never be a color fixer, you know. Feel free to write me down in the remaining margins of that nasty little book if you wish. The old man tugs the harpoon lodged in the big brother's shoulder. Ahab would be a color if they worked hard enough, but Ahab is too insane and too obsessed with the whale to be a color. Maybe if they were not that, but because they are that, they could never be, I think. The big brother tried to hold his ground against the harpoon's pull until there was a crunch.
버티면 부서진다네.
Those that do not bend break. Harpoon tore off his entire shoulder. What the fuck with it? It was a force that would have turned most people into tattered meat.
썩어도 준치군.
Not bad.
다음은 어떨까?
You like to give it another try?
그래, 좋아, 좋다고.
This guy like doesn't give a shit. He's like, my shoulder's gone, whatever.
기억하는 게 좋을 거야.
Fine. I'll leave for now, but don't you forget.
중지는 늘 기억해. 내가 했던 일은 중요하지 않아. 중지에게 등을 돌린 놈들은 중지가
A color just needs to be strong and marketable. Neither of which I think Ahab is. Not to like totally shit on Ahab, but they do not got it together, guys. Also, hi, Cool Dog. Hi, Scarlet. Welcome in. The middle remembers. Doesn't matter what I did here. The middle will remember everyone and everything that dared to turn their back on it. Oh, I guess that's your prosthetics. But it's like, he's just like, I don't give a shit though. Hi, Case, welcome in. How are you? And the middle always pays its debts in whichever form. Ishmael and I had no choice but to watch in silent awe as the old man approached us. The harpoon was still in his hand, and if he wished to strike us with it, we could never hope to get out of its way.
난 이 건물을 삼켜버린 내 고기를 찾고 있네.
Oh, and this person's also looking for the whale, guys. Ooh, how are you enjoying Neo 3? I actually was thinking of playing Neo, a little bit more of Neo 1 again at some point. I'm looking for the fish that consumed the structure.
자네들도 고기를 낚는 자들인가?
Are you two also here to fish? Well, kind of. I mean, actually, yes, we do. We need to find the whale, because isn't the golden bow inside of it? The golden bow inside of it? Guys, the dungeon is going to be inside the whale. That's my prediction. Fixes a lot of the annoyances too. Just wish there's more armor options for fashion. Oh my god, yes, fashion is so important. Fashion is so important. I'm glad that you're enjoying it though. Okay. Okay, we're back on the Mephistopheles, guys. Okay, we don't get to see that guy's face. Not yet? Okay. That was unexpected if you
다른
Faust.
수감자도 아닌 당신이 이렇게 누추한 곳까지 거물을 모셔왔을 줄이야.
For you of all sinners to be the one to bring aboard a big shot to our humble abode. What are my predictions for part 3? I think the dungeon is gonna be inside the whale. That's my prediction, is that the whole dungeon is inside the whale.
뭐 죽다 살아왔는데 따뜻한 환영까지는 안 바래도.
Okay. I'm not gonna do Heathcliff's voice that I usually do just to protect my throat, but do you have any idea how many times that prick killed us? Least you could do is
손버릇이 안 좋은 누굴 위해 개인 상담을 아무래도 다시 열.
Oh my god, yes guys, Heathcliff is the one who stole the hair coupons. What an idiot. Okay. Yes, that reminds me. I'll have to reopen my personal consultation hours for a certain kleptomaniac among us. Yeah, that's right, Heathcliff. Be scared. Virgil's obvious discontent at the involvement of an outsider didn't seem to bother Faust.
작전에 투입해야 하는 인물이라고 판단했습니다.
Okay, the dungeon is all a part 3. Okay, that makes sense. I considered him indispensable to the completion of this mission.
이유는
And why is that?
나는 그 창백한 고래를 잡을 수.
Okay, who the fuck are you?
자일 테니까.
Because I'm the only one who can hunt the pallid whale. Ash, welcome in. Oh my gosh, welcome in Raiders. Yeah, Heathcliff should catch strays over the hair coupons. Hair coupons, guys? Like, my goodness. Hello. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi, my name is Dreamy, magical bunny girl turned part-time maid cafe worker. Welcome in, guys. We are currently playing some Limbus company. Ooh, Ash, how is Code Vein 2? Are you still enjoying it? The blue flame of the cigar is amazing. It made it look like his eye with the hood up. It did look like that. It did. Oh my goodness. Old man in the sea. Oh my god, wait. Okay, I need to I'm so curious. Oh, okay, anyways, we're about to find out who the fuck this man is. So we should just continue. But welcome in, readers. Do you like Code Vein 2 more than 1 so far? What are your opinions on 2 versus 1? Because I had a pretty good time with 1, but I don't know. There's a lot that could be improved on it still. Because I'm the only one who can hunt that pallid whale.
그럴 테지.
That's true. The strongest guy we have fought is some guy who is mad that we... Okay, first of all, I did not steal the hair coupons. Okay? Some loser in our group, a guy named Heathcliff, he stole the hair coupons. He's more likely than not to be based on the book The Old Man in the Sea. His dialogue all but suggested. Okay, so does that guy have a name in that book? Or is he just the old man? Feels the same as Code Vein 1 with some mech changes. What about like the locations and stuff? Also, hi Sakuno, welcome in. Of course you are. The Indigo Elder. The Indigo Elder. So we got... What is Virgil's? He's red? He's scarlet? Something like that? Crimson? Different location. Ah, okay, I see. His name is Santia or something. Ah, Santiago. He's the Red Gaze. Okay, Red Gaze. We got the Red Gaze. We got the Indigo Elder. Oh, this is so cool. This is very cool. Okay, so we only know him as the Indigo Elder here. I mean, he's probably... How long is he going to stick with us? Probably not that long, right?
즉색이라는 말씀이요?
Limbus makes me feel so illiterate. It's okay. There's a lot of...
한 공간에 있다는 말인가?
There's a lot of things to, you know, that... There's a lot of books that they reference. Okay, like, for example, like, this whole Canto is about Moby Dick, right? But literally, everyone I know hates Moby Dick. So what does that say about Moby Dick? I'm sure it is, like, a literary classic, but also it's like, everyone I know hates Moby Dick. if they wanted to go with a very interesting sea story, okay. I said this last time, but what I would have liked to see, okay, so far they've made multiple references to multiple like ocean themed like stories. Red Gaze is also pronounced the same as the Immortal Poet. Oh, interesting. Okay. Like, obviously, we have Moby Dick here. We met, who was it? We met someone from Peter Pan. Smee. Yes, we met Smee from Peter Pan. Now this is like potentially the Old Man in the Sea. The ocean story that has stuck with me is I would love to have seen something about, and this is like a deeper cut than like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is like not that deep of a cut, but a little bit slightly of a deeper cut is, if you guys have heard about it, it's like a short story. I don't know what it's called. I could probably look it up to see what it's called, but it's like about an albatross. It's about, so like apparently like sea superstitions is that if you kill an albatross, it's like extremely bad luck. So it's about this ship where they do kill an albatross and then they get like super fucked up from doing that. And like a bunch of crazy, scary stuff starts happening to them. But it's very good. It's very good. I personally really like that story. I can't remember what it's called, but is it Tale of the Old Mariner? But yeah, so they kill an albatross and then they get super fucked up from doing it. But I think that would have been a fun deep cut. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Ah, okay. But that one was very good. After all these years, I have remembered it after this whole time. But yeah. Hi, Todash, welcome in. So wouldn't that have been cool? A person tortured, for them to be tortured by killing an albatross. But yeah, I think, I don't know anything about 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and I have no interest in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Maybe I do know some stuff about it, but I still have no interest in it. So I'm like, 20,000 Leagues, that would have been cool, but I think it would be cool to have a deeper cut. I think it would be cool to reference some smaller stories. From AO3. Listen, I'm sure everyone here has contributed a little bit to AO3. Indigo, he's a color. Thou meanest to say that I, at this very moment, am sharing space with not one but two color fixers?
어딘가에서 고래들을 잡으러 떠돈다고 들었지.
I heard that you were wandering the Great Lake to hunt its whales.
마지막으로 들려오는 소문에 따르면 오재앙 중 하나인
AO3 hits different at 3am. I do love AO3. Guys, they just have to ignore Dawn, okay? Dawn is not being conducive to this conversation. At last, I heard you hunted one of the 5 calamities. The all-impaling white whale. I mean, listen, I feel like Yi Song's thing is like definitely more of a deep cut than like a lot of the other stories that they've chosen. So they can do some deep cuts. And just a slight reference. I don't think the whole thing should be about the deep cut. I think they can make like, kind of like how they had Smee as a character. They could have like one character or like one reference to it. And that would be enough for me. I would just like, as like an Easter egg, that'd be enough for me, The weather, it's hot in my apartment, guys. It's been hot in my apartment. He killed a Merlin in his book. Ooh, okay. Okay. The old man grunted. It was neither a confirmation nor a denial. But that was the way the old man was. Everyone understood that.
정황상 황금가지는 호수를 표류하는 고래에게 먹혔습니다.
All circumstantial evidence suggests that the golden bough was devoured by the whale stranded at the Great Lake.
외곽에서만 보였다던 오재앙 중 하나인 그 창백한 고래입니다.
Yes, that very same pallid whale of the 5 calamities, normally observed in the outskirts.
역시 그렇겠지. 결국 그런 흐름일 테니까.
Of course, that's how these things always tend to flow. So
시간을
yeah, obviously
많이
they are
뺐겠네.
okay with doing deep cuts. I do think, like I said, just like a small Easter egg, I would have been happy with that. I would have been happy to see that, you know?
원한다.
If an albatross just flew over their boat, I would have been happy with that. I would have been happy. So do you think this guy became like a fixer when he was young? Oh my god, that is horrible, Toadash. How are you staying warm? We've wasted much time, so I'll be blunt. I wish to hunt the pallid whale.
우리는 남는 게 시간뿐이지.
Yes, and time's all we
또
have.
아카인, 그 고래가 어디로 향할지 알고 있습니다.
Moreover, we know where the whale is headed.
당신은 그 고래를 잡기 위해 오랫동안 관찰하고
Oh,
기회를
I know,
얻고
Case, you were really suffering with the
나름의
cold for a
방법을
long
탁탁한
time.
분일 테죠.
Even if they don't reach color size, they still have way too much experience and strategy to survive most things. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. And I'm certain that you have spent a significant amount of time observing and learning that whale to hunt it. Oh, he recently got his. Did they say it was recently? Okay. Yeah, maybe that's why they called him Elder.
이건 어때요?
I've got a plan.
원한다면 믿기든 뭐든 되어드리죠.
Oh boy. Come on, Ishmael. Okay. And I'll do anything to make it work, even if you want me there only as
그
bait.
방법은
And this is how we'll do it. Guys, she's going a little crazy. The crowd fell silent when Ishmael finished explaining her plan.
미쳤군. 아까 혼자서 제일 많이 처맞고 나더니 아예 단단히 돌아버렸어.
You're mad. All that thrashing's finally sent you off the deep end.
이건 내 목적일 뿐이에요. 겸사겸사 가는 길에 황금가지가 있는 거고.
I'm just going there for my mission, and the Golden Bough just happens to be in the same direction.
당신들 알아서 결정해요. 아, 관리자님의 결정이 제일 중요하겠죠.
I'll leave it up to you. Well, to the manager, since the decision matters the most.
아무튼 이 회사나 저나 목적을 달성하려는 방법을 모색할 뿐이에요.
Oh, okay, so since he's a recent color, Dawn didn't know about him before. Okay, I see. So that's why she reacted after she found out. So I guess, like, for a fangirl like Dawn, she would know all the colors, unless they were more recent. That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. So he's, I guess, that's why they call him the Elder. They gave him the Elder name because he's so old. Hi, Captain Ahab. This company, me, we're both trying to find a way to reach our goals. That's all this is. Well, I hope this guy lives, guys. I know he's a color fixer, so he's like insanely strong. But I am a little bit scared for him.
그리고 딱히 이렇다 할 방법도 없잖아요. 안 그래요?
Besides, does anyone have a better
나는
idea?
반대야. 저걸 정상적인 생각이라고 들어주는 것부터가 잘못됐어.
No, can't agree to that. We're making a mistake by even entertaining that barmy idea. The old man,
한 가지 질문이 남았네.
I must ask you one last thing.
붉은색. 자네도 이 낚시에 함께 하는가?
Will you join us to fish, Red? The Indigo Elder suddenly broke his silence with a question. Virgilus is not coming with us, guys. We know his ass hates us.
물밑에 사는 비린 것들을 사냥하는 취미나 조이에는 없기도 하지만
I'm not experienced or particularly skilled at hunting marine life,
그런
but
문제보다 우선되는 게 있어서 말이야.
I have other, more important concerns that prevent me from joining.
최악의 상황이 아니야.
More concerning things! Oh my goodness, what could that be?
없을 거다.
So no, unless the worst comes to pass, I will not take part. It was 60 for you today, and that's cold to you. I feel like if I was outside, that'd be a little bit colder for me, but because my apartment is like so hot and I don't have AC, it being 60 outside today probably like made it okay in my apartment. The old man rose from his seat and walked off as though he was about to leave.
잠깐. 기다려줄 수 있겠나?
Wait a moment.
길잡이가 참여하지 않더라도 승산은 있을 수 있다. 계획을 면밀히 짠다면 우리끼리 충분히 수행할 수 있을 테니.
We don't need the guide. With a proper plan, we're more than capable of completing this
그렇게
mission.
섣불리 포기하는 것은
To give up so quickly is...
거절한다고 말한 적 없네.
I never said I am.
창백한 고래를 잡으려면 이 요란한 비명을 지르는 배로는 힘들 것이.
And you know what? This is why he travels on like his small little skiff, right? This loud screaming ship won't do in our hunt for the pallid whale. Screaming? I didn't think Mephistopheles was that loud.
가까이, 그리고 은밀히 다가가야 하므로 좁으면서도 튼튼한 배가 필요하지.
Ooh, I hope he does hunt all the whales, guys. I love this guy. To hunt it, the boat must remain near and covert. A narrow and sturdy boat is what we need.
아니 그러면 왜 베르길리우스 씨가 안 도와준다니까 바로 승낙을 한 거지?
Hi, Zero. Welcome in. Oh, so all you needed to hear was that Virgilus wasn't going to help out? Why?
그러게. 오히려 손이 줄게 되어서 거절할 줄 알았는데.
Right? This could go much smoother if Virgil was with us.
말씀하신 배는 저희 쪽에서 구비하고 있습니다. 필요하다면 한 척을 더 내어드리죠.
We can prepare a boat that fits your specifications should you request it.
아니, 나는 내 배로 좋게.
That's all right. I'll sail on my own skiff.
그 낚싯배? 고래가 꼬리만 퍼덕이면 다 부서질 것 같이 생겼던데.
Solo raid is open. You know what that means? Free gems! Because Solo raid is going to get broken again and then they're going to give us free gems. That old dinghy, that whale could split in two with a light wag of its tail.
저 배. 상태는 구려 보여도 어지간해서 부서지지 않는 배다.
A whale top? I'm hoping we go into the whale. I'm hoping. No, that skiff. It may not look like much, but it is extremely durable.
합금을 사용했구려.
Oh god, what voice I have for you saying? What is my depressed voice for him? I see that X-Corp's alloys have been used in its construction. That could not have been an easy ingredient to come by.
혹시 그 또한 특색이 가지는 혜택의 일종인가? 소문으로 들었는데.
I hope we have the whale, guys. I'm so excited. Oh, another benefit of having a color bestowed upon me than I've heard tale of. Instead of entertaining that bombardment of questions, he approached me. So how was your cheeks after Ricardo? Hi, we beat Ricardo in one try. He's not high too depressed. That's true, but I still have to do... Guys, I have to differentiate his voice somehow, so I have to give him the depressed voice still, okay?
보아하니 지금까지 호수에서 선원들은 자네의 시계로 인해 목숨을 부지해 온 것 같군.
I noticed it in the earlier scuffle. That clock seemed to have been you and your crew's lifeline.
어떤 원리인지는 모르겠으나 특이점의 일종일 테지.
I know not how it works, but I presume it is a singularity of sorts.
하지만 그 고래에게
I mean, listen, I actually don't really know how our clock works either. And you know what? I feel like Dante also doesn't really know how the clock works, so for us it's just all confusing, you know? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, we had good IDs. It will not work against the whale.
그러니 지금부터라도 모든 것을 되돌릴 수 있다고 맹신하지는 말게.
So start now. Get used to the idea that not everything can be brought back. Why? Why did you accept even after Virgilus opted out? It was a question I've been unable to let go.
그래서 베르길리우스 씨의 도움 없이도 작전을 수락하였냐고 물어보네요.
Dante asks. Oh, sorry. Dante asks why you accepted our request even after Virgilus opted out of it. Hi, Mocha. Mocha, welcome in.
질문이 틀렸군. 오히려 붉은색이 나섰다.
Hi, Red Pearl.
Hello.
Hi, Red Pearl. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the resub. Thank you for the 27 months. Thank you. Thank you. You asked me the wrong question. I would have denied your request had Red agreed to take part. Oh.
붉은색과 내가 나선다면 시간은 걸리더라도 반드시 그 고래를 잡을 수 있겠지. 둘 중 하나가 죽을 테지만.
Let's say that Red joined us. We would together battle the whale in a long and arduous struggle. In the end, the whale would surely go down. taking one of us.
그래서 붉은색이 나선다면
Guys, I love this old man. I hope he does not die. That is why I would have opted out if Red chose to join us. Huh? I'm confused too.
그간 내가 잡은 것이 아닌 게 되니까.
Because the hunt would no longer be mine.
그게 무슨 말이야? 이해가 되지 않소.
Whatever doth thou mean? Thy intentions elude me.
한계에 부딪힐 수 없다는 뜻이네.
I mean that I would not be able to test the limits.
한계? 지금 무슨 말을 하는 거예요?
The limits? What are you even talking about?
필요한 모든 수를 가용해서라도
Look, to hunt the whale, we have to prepare with everything we have. And
기도에 그어진 도시. 그 테두리 너머에 있는 외곽까지가.
listen. I guess I know that color fixers are strong, but I'm still scared for him. Okay. Also, hi Julie, welcome in. Out of fear, humans drew borders, even the outskirts that lie beyond the city
그
limits.
뒤에는 두려움을 넘어 이해조차 하지 못할 별들이 있는 곳이 있지.
Beyond it are stars that lie beyond the edge of understanding, beyond even the concept of fear itself.
나는 선을 넘어 그 이해에 맞서려는 어부라네.
I am but a fisherman seeking to cross the borders and challenge that very understanding.
설마 외곽 너머를 말하는 건가?
Are you talking about what lies beyond the outskirts? Its outreaches?
그 고래는 모든 걸 집어삼키고 재앙을 부르고
I do love the Indigo Elder, guys. I
어떡해.
do love him. I do love him. That whale devours everything. It brings nothing but calamity. How could you? We're playing Limbus Company, Julie.
자네는 먹잇감이 되어 본 적이 있는 선원이군.
So you have been a prey once, sailor.
이곳에 있는
Oh my god, we have another Captain Ahab here.
모든 걸
Will the two
집어서
Captain Ahabs
재앙을
square up?
부르지.
Canto 8 by next year. I feel like that's a little bit generous. Fire Gaming. I feel like, will we even make it to Canto 8 by next year? I don't know about that. We're going pretty slow. Countless lakes here also devour, summon calamities.
언젠가 중요한 갈피에 놓이게 되었을 때 자신의 목숨은 전혀 아깝지
I'm trying to
않다는
enter the
생각이
whale,
든다.
okay? If you find yourself at a crossroads, if you find that your life is worth nothing in the face of what lies
지금
before you,
했던 이야기를 다시
Recall.
한번 떠올려 보게.
recall this conversation. You know, maybe this will be somewhat of a wake-up call to her, guys. Maybe. A new elder provides such a contrast to Ishmael. She cannot condescend her about the danger of the lake because he's seen more. But his attitude goes against the fear that Ishmael has. He has a lot of experience as a fisherman, it seems. Obviously, as like a fisherman and as a hunter. They've probably both gone through traumatizing things, but he seems to have like gotten over it, and she is still extremely traumatized by it. You know?
나는 원래 조언을 해주는 것에 익숙하지 않아.
I'm no good with advice. Never was.
그럼에도 몇 마디 던져 놓는 것은
Still, I thought I'd part a few words.
같은 노를 저어가는 사람에 대한 동질감이라고 해두지.
You're underestimating yourself. At your pace, you can Canto 8 this year. Oh, thank you, Syntax. Guys, Syntax believes in me. Syntax believes in me. When this Canto came out, there was a running meme that Virgilus was a fraud because he would never fight with us. Julie, this is, we're doing like a story that is like slightly based off of Moby Dick. So we're about to hunt that whale. As a fellow seafarer, suppose I felt a bit of kinship. As per the old man's directions, we rode on, the skiff prepared on Mephistopheles. He doesn't do anything outside the prologue. I mean, yeah, that's true. That is funny. I saw Ishmael moments before boarding the skiff on Mephistopheles. This was Ishmael's plan, but I had no way of knowing what she was really thinking. I had an inkling, yes, and so far I've been going along with those vague guesses. Vague guesses that led to disasters. So I had to ask her myself. Ishmael, what do you really want? Also, it's so tough for me that this is Ishmael's Canto because I voiced 2 characters with my regular voice, one of which is Dante, because Dante's supposed to be me. And then I also voiced Ishmael with my regular voice, so when they talk to each other a lot, I'm just like using my regular voice both ways. It inspired you to buy another copy of Moby Dick. Ooh, like a fancy one? None of them read Leviathan. What is Leviathan? Ishmael, what do you really want? What I really want. Oh God, I see another vision of Ishmael. Who is she standing over? She was hiding it well from the other sinners and Virgilus. But I could see what she really wanted, her true desire. What? Ishmael, you... She was lifting a body from the waters. A body that was torn asunder. Shattered bones, strips of muscle tissue, flesh. Ishmael trembled with elation before what looked like the captain's mutilated corpse. The captain? Wait, which captain? Oh, it contains spoilers for previous game Library of Runa. Ah, I see, I see. What the? Yeah, just girly things. What the? Which captain? We're talking about the Indigo Elder?
뭐예요?
What?
얼른 가죠.
Come on, let's get going. What? Who? What? Who? This is her desire? Also, hi, Nanamo! Thank you for the 10 stream streak! I'm sorry, I'm like, what? What?
필두, 출진.
Her own ex-captain. Okay, we're talking about Ahab then. But you know what? Guys, controversial, or maybe not that controversial. Her ex-captain is Ahab, right? I feel like her wanting to kill Ahab, I actually think that's okay. I think that's normal even, because isn't the whole thing that like the rest of the ship was like, hey, maybe we shouldn't do this, but Ahab was so crazy and insane about going after Moby Dick that they were just like, nope, I'm gonna still keep going. And then by them doing that, it like killed everyone and like destroyed the ship and like just made everything suck. Right? So I think it's fair if she wants to kill Ahab, because Ahab caused like so much like pain and destruction for everyone through their obsession. So it's like, okay, Ahab. Yeah, you know, like I understand that. I understand that. You know? So I'm just saying, if Ishmael wants to kill Ahab, I totally get it, considering Ahab fucked things up for everyone forever. And just did a big bad. If you think about hard enough, Peter Pan is the whale for Captain Hook. That's true. It's okay to kill your superiors. Hey, it's okay to kill your superior in this case. But yeah. It's a cold take, but I think, yeah, guys, truth nuke. I think it's okay that she wants to kill Ahab, okay? I think Ahab actually deserves it. As we discussed earlier, we took a different route from the Indigo Elder. I guess the thing is, Dante doesn't know anything about Ahab. Right? So, like, to Dante, that is, like, extremely shocking as someone who doesn't know anything about Ahab. But we, as the player, we do know about Ahab, so we're like, yeah, whatever. It makes sense. But Dante, he's like, oh? Also, hi, Volt. Welcome in. We were to first arrive at separate destinations for our plan. Something's floating over there. Not long after we crossed the line where the lake water turned dark gray, we noticed something pale peeking out from the lake. Oh my goodness! Hi! Freak Star! Also, hi, TG! Welcome in! Oh my gosh. Hi, Freestar. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. How was Cult of the Lamb? Are you close to beating the game? Welcome in. Hi, Raiders. My name is Dreamy. I'm a magical bunny girl turned part-time maid cafe worker, and we are currently playing some Limbus Company. We're trying to enter a whale right now. But yes, welcome in. Also, hi, Severgent. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you had a... Freestar, how was your stream? I did lurk in your stream earlier, and I did notice some very interesting named cultists. I won't repeat any names, but there was one that caught my attention for sure. So on to post-game and DLC stuff. When do you unlock sex in the game? When do you unlock sex in the game? Yeah, I don't know. Who could I be talking about? I just saw like some ginger fox guy, you know, when Freestar was playing. But oh my gosh, I hope you're having so much fun. But welcome in, Raiders. Hi everyone, welcome in. We are trying to go inside a whale right now. I'm trying to enter a whale. Okay, I already can. How do you unlock sex? I tried to do that when I played Cult of the Lamb, but I think you have to be a little bit further than where I was. Not long after we crossed the line where the lake water turned dark gray, we noticed something pale peeking out from the lake.
저건 섬인 걸까요?
I bet these are not islands. I'm sure these are, I don't know, maybe dead bodies or things encased in the white goo. Unlocking it is one thing. Getting it is the real life Dark Souls challenge. I'm just curious, okay? You're married, am I married to you? I feel like when I was playing Cult of the Lamb, I was marrying a bunch of people. No. Oh, Freestar says, we are not married. But anyways, guys, everyone, please check out my wonderful friend, Captain Freestar. Captain Freestar is an awesome friend of mine, an amazing artist. I am so honored to know them and call them my friend. Oh my god, guys, wait. Oh my god, pause. Oh my god, pause. My OBS is making me log in to type into chat. Oh my goodness. Okay guys, hold on a second, let me log in. Okay, there we go. Okay, it reloaded. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. There we go. There we go, guys. Anyways, let's check out my wonderful friend Captain Freestar, everyone. Please check out both her Twitch and her YouTube. Username is the same on both. Let's give Captain Freestar some support on both platforms. Thank you, everyone. But yeah. Okay, let me do my Sinclair voice, guys. Are those islands? There's a lot of them. I give him like a scared boy voice.
어쩌면 이번 호수는 이러한 장애물들을 피하며 항해하는 게 중요한 곳일지도 모르겠군.
They may be reefs. Perhaps that is the lake's challenge. To navigate it while avoiding them to the best of our abilities.
들쭉날쭉하긴 하네요.
What a Sinclair voice. Thank you.
크기가 엄청 커요.
Well, they sure do look rocky, but they're too big to be called reefs.
느껴지는 것이 있어, 단테.
Do you sense odd, Dante?
저것들이 몰려 있지 않은 공간을 찾아 나아갈 수도 있겠지만 그쪽이 틀린 방향이라면 작전이 물거품이 될 테니.
We may attempt to discover a path that does not lead into an area cluttered with such obstacles. Yet that would require us to hazard a path unknown, and may lead to this plan's ruin. Yeah, Sinclair's is like 23 years old. He's like the youngest. He's like 23 years old. Well, is he the youngest? He's one of the youngest for sure. I remember because we met him and I was like, well, he like just basically just graduated and joined Limbus is what it felt like. Hi, Mark. Welcome in. Yeah, my scared voice for Sinclair does kind of sound like an anime protag voice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's 23. But, okay. But not older than 23. I thought he was 23. He's 21 to 22 during the first 7 cantos. Okay. I thought he was 23, but, you know, 21, 22, that's not that far off. Because I knew he was in his 20s, but I was like, oh, he's like young, though. He's like young 20s. If you can sense even the most general direction of the Golden Bough, please relay it to me. I can use that to approximate its location.
노인이 준 정보도 있으니 예측은 어느 정도의 정확성이 보장될 거라고 판단됩니다.
I can assure you, a degree of accuracy now that we have with us additional data provided by the Indigo Elder.
뭐야, 시계 대가리가 나침반 역할을 하는 거야? 진작 그랬으면.
Oh, why couldn't you have just been our magic compass to begin with, Clockhead?
호수라는 특수성을 가진 광활하게 넓고 트여 있는 공간이라 시도되는 방법일 뿐입니다.
They are able to do this only under the peculiar conditions of the Great Lake, which has very few in the way of obstacles.
육지의 도시는
He's the youngest sinner.
지상과
Okay, that's what I
지하로
thought.
온갖 건축물과 그 안에 높은 밀도의 사람들로 가득 차 있기 때문에 황금가스를 근거리가 아니면 느끼기도 어렵고 밝은
Guys,
방향대로 간다 해도 거대한 벽이 막고 있으면 의미가 없죠.
no, wrong one, sorry. I was like, oh, I should add, hold on. I recently added on one of my other, I don't know if it'll show up. I recently added on one of my other streams, I added like a YouTube chat. I figured out how to do it. So I'm like, oh, I should maybe do that here. If I can. Yeah, can I do it here? Does it pop up? I don't know if it'll pop up or not. Well, we'll see later. How old do you think each sinners are? I think they're all like late 20s, 30 plus, other than Sinclair, who is the youngest. That compass seems to be curious about something, isn't it? Which compass? Oh my goodness. Okay, no, it's not working. Okay, that's fine. I'll just turn it off. I'll figure it out again someday, guys. Oh my goodness. The urban areas of the city are dense with structures, both high and low and into the underground. The higher population density also complicates matters. Considering that Dante can detect the Golden Bough only in close proximities, considering that there may be insurmountable obstacles in our way, their sense will not be of much help here.
결국 다른 데에서는 다시 시계 대가리라는 거구만.
So they're back to being just your usual clockhead anywhere else. Yeah, I can definitely see all the sinners being extremely, like, a lot older. The thing with Heathcliff is, I don't know how old he is, because in the book, Heathcliff, like, ranges in age so much. So he could be at, like, any point in time. Rhoda's definitely in her late 20s, early... I feel like she's in her 30s, guys. Rhodia feels like a woman in her 30s, okay? So that's why. That's why I could feel the Golden Bough here, even when it was so far away. I raised my finger and pointed toward the general direction of this vague feeling.
확인했습니다. 해당 방향으로 선회하죠.
Confirmed. We will turn the ship around in that direction. I imagine they did not adapt the second part of the book, by the way, for Heathcliff, so I imagine he's still younger. Yeah, Rhodia to me, yeah, 34, that feels right to me. I feel like Rhodia is like 34. Greg is confirmed 35. I could see that. Greg seems pretty mature. Ishmael wordlessly steered the ship according to Faust's words. We grew ever nearer to the island, or a reef. A heavy silence descended upon the sinners. Ishmael, I want to say mid to late 20s, because she's being too traumatized right now. Until Ishmael gasped with a sudden realization. It's this lake. There was an incomprehensible look on Ishmael's face. Dawn is kind of... I feel like Dawn seems really young, but is actually like 30 years old or something like that. There was an incomprehensible look on Ishmael's face. Perhaps I saw unrestrained joy. The joy of finding something she's been searching for so long. Such an overwhelming, all-consuming happiness that her facial muscles began to twitch on their own. Maybe I saw extreme fear. The fear in the face of destined, unavoidable horror. The lake's splashing waves hit her trembling face and rolled down her cheeks. Or maybe she was sweating from dread.
이스마엘, 무언가 깨달은 정보가 있는 건가요?
Ishmael, do you have any new information to share with us?
네,
I feel like Dawn's like 30.
여기서 어떻게 해야 할지는 너무 명확하게 알고 있죠.
Oh. Yeah. Here, I know what to do from here. I know exactly what to do.
오티스 씨, 저는 후미에 있어서 확실하게 보이지 않아요. 그러니까 지금 우리 배 앞에 어떤 것들이 몇 개나 어느 정도의 크기인지 제게 빠짐없이 알려주세요.
Otis, I can't clearly see what's in front of us from back here. Tell me precisely what you see. Their numbers, their sizes, all of it.
암초들 주변에는 거센 해류가 흐르고 있으니
No, I have not entered the whale yet. I'm trying though. I'm trying to get inside that whale. Trying to avoid the wild currents and finding a safe path around those rocks. Understood. Otis nodded emphatically before rising from her seat to gaze at the path ahead. She balanced herself as the ship rocked.
350m 가량의 민무늬의 번들거리는 초소형 암초 하나. 그보다 500m쯤 먼 거리에 복처럼
Yeah, soon we will be inside.
중간 규모의 암초 하나.
Dongrong? I barely remember who Dongrong is. We killed his ass, didn't we? Dawn calls everyone young. It's part of her nightly speaking. Oh, how old do you think Merceau is? I think Merceau's like 35. I think Merceau's 35 or 38. 35 to 38, that's my guess. About 350 meters ahead, minuscule, plain-patterned, glistening rock. About 500 meters ahead of that is a medium-sized rock. And there's a bump on top of it that stands out. Merceau is 39, pushing 40. I'd believe it.
계속하세요.
I can believe it. It's yeah. Don does call him young Merceau. That is true. Continue.
그리고 그것과 얼마 떨어지지 않은 거리에 구멍이 숭숭 뚫린
Do we know their official ages or like age ranges
자세히
officially?
보니 그런 것들이 서너 개 뭉쳐 있는 모양새군.
Merceau is definitely a man in his 30s, guys. Definitely. Even if he's on the younger end, he's definitely in his 30s. You feel like Otis and Gregor are the oldest? I think that makes sense. I do think Merceau is like older though. Because he has so much, he's had so much life experience, you know? How old is Dante? Who knows how old the fuck Dante is? Dante's my age, okay? Dante's however old we want him to be, so he's my age. Not so far ahead from there's a large island with a rough porous surface. Upon closer inspection, it's like an archipelago. An archipelago of 4 similar islands.
좋아요.
Good. Ishmael began fiddling with the steering gear and the engine's output levers, as though something had clicked in her mind.
좋아. 첫 번째 암초는 성공적으로 통과했다.
Good, we made it past the first rock.
뭔가 암초라기에는 생각했던 질감하고는 다르네요.
Uh-oh, guys, these rocks are strangely textured. Oh. I'm pretty sure it's archipelago. Isn't it archipelago? Archipelago? I'm pretty sure. Archipelago, maybe? I don't know, man. There's no water around me. I do not live in a place that has any bodies. Archipelago. Archipelago. Lago. I see. Archipelago. It's a lago. Everyone's I feel like lago sounds right. I feel like lago sounds right. Its texture was a bit different from that of a normal rock, wasn't it? Well,
저건 단단한 암석이나 흙재질로 만들어지지 않았고.
G.E. That's not the texture of rock or even
두
soil.
번째도 통과.
We just passed the second one.
앞에 덩치 큰 놈하고 길쭉한 놈한테 가려져서 안 보여서 그런데.
Yeah, guys, ruh-roh. What is the texture of these strange quote-unquote rocks? Quote-unquote rocks. Oh, what's so weird about the texture? I can't see over the big boy and the long one.
저건 살아 숨쉬는 거다.
That there is a living, breathing thing. What?
잠깐. 물개. 니놈 어디로 좋다는 거냐? 이대로면 세 번째 암초에 부딪힌다.
Wait. Swami, watch where you're steering this ship. We're gonna crash into that third rock at this rate.
맞게 가는 거예요, 오티스 씨. 우린 거기에 내릴 거거든요.
Oh? And that's what I'm going to do, Otis. That's where we get off.
저거 말하는 거야? 저 기분 나쁜 구멍이 숭숭 뚫린 섬?
That rock? That creepy porous rock over there?
야! 쳐들었어도 혼자서만 난리치라고! 저 위에 사람은커녕 나무 한 그루도 없는데 뭘 얻겠다고 내려?
Oi, feel free to crash into a rock in your own free time, but don't take all of us with you. That's not even a single tree up there, let alone a person. What the bloody hell are we anchoring there for?
생각하는 방식부터 틀렸어요, 당신.
You gotta screw your head on in a different direction than the Great Lake, Heathcliff.
뭐가 틀렸다는?
What are you talking about? A loud shock and ear-splitting sound of the skiff scratching and sliding against something cut Heathcliff off.
운전 똑바로 안 해?
Heathcliff to me is like 30 years old. And all these people are like 30, okay? Other than Sinclair. Do you even know where you're going, woman?
맞겠군.
Oh yes, she knows.
흰색 설마
Wait,
이스마엘
that
씨?
white color, Ishmael?
애초에 이것들은 섬이 아니에요.
Yeah, those aren't islands or rocks. What we thought were islands suddenly rumbled, vibrating as ground tremors from an earthquake.
전부 어느 고래의 일부예요. 이건.
They're all part of a whale. A colossal creature shudders as it wakes from a long slumber. Whoa! What parts of the whale? So we are on a whale right now? Is this a chain battle? Okay, it is. Yeah, guys, we're on the whale right now. Is this the whale, though? I don't know. Okay, guys, we're back to the chain battle, so I can just, not care anymore. Give me a focus battle, I will be focusing. Give me a chain battle, I'm like, whatever, man. You know? Listen, we knew that these were not rocks. I didn't think that it was the whale, but I thought that it was like things that the whale had swallowed at some point and then like spit up, and it was now like in this lake. So I thought it was like maybe like stuff like that, you know? This is Heathcliff after he left Wuthering Heights. He's at most 25 to 27. Well, Heathcliff, when he left Wuthering Heights, he was like a teen in the books. Because aren't him and Kathy like the same age? If anything, he might be a little bit older than Kathy. But he was a teen when he left in the books. If they're the same age, I'm pretty sure, are they the same age? If they're the same age, then he was a teen when he left. Because Kathy in the books dies at like 18 years old. And so he would have been 18 when she died. And that is after he left. Blunt and Pierce, you might want to throw this into the mix when at the dungeon. I maybe have those? I have to take a look. Yes. Wuthering Heights did get a new movie. That is not a good adaptation. But yeah. So if you guys are actually going off of the actual books, he would literally be a teenager. But I think obviously for this game, they definitely aged everyone up. Because like, what, Kathy gets married and then has a baby and then dies by the time she's 18. You know, so they definitely aged everyone up in this, which I'm okay with. I actually like that more, that they aged everyone up.
필두 출진.
No need to worry, Heisho will clear every listen, that's what I like to hear. Okay, okay.
당신 짝패군 놈.
They're not brave enough. I mean, they shouldn't have to deal with that, you know. Yes, I did randomly get Wild Hunt Heathcliff. I am lucky. Yeah, Heathcliff left for a few years, but if him and Kathy are the same age, then he would have come back when he was like 18. You know? But I feel like he must have been a little bit older than her, is what it has to be. But even so, you know.
지키기 너도 누군가에게 맡겼다도 지킬 게 많거든.
But yeah, I'm glad they. Dawn is an old man in her source material. I love that. I do love that.
훌륭하군요. 바로 이제 깨우치시길.
I mean, listen.
저 해충들을 도려내라.
This is Limbus, okay? They change everyone's gender. They change everyone's age. I'm okay with that. Odysseus had a full-grown kid, didn't he? So he's older. Okay, get these mermaids.
우린
지키기 너도 누군가에게 맡겨졌겠지만.
There they go.
고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이다.
There go my sinners, guys. I don't know who Otis is supposed to be, and I'm not there yet, so who knows?
나가리판이네. 다음.
So around 5 to 7 year gap of time. No, I don't think it was that long of a gap of time. I think it was only like a 2 to 3 year gap. I mean, someone wiki it right now. Okay, they got it. Thank God. I'll wiki it really fast. I'll do it, guys.
좋아, 알아들었어.
Okay, let me see.
땀덩어린 척하던 이것들이 전부 고래였고 이 숭숭 뚫린 구멍 같은 것들에게서 이놈이
Otis and Greg because they share an event together
튀어나온다는
despite
것도
not seeing each other. Ah. Okay, in the books, let me see. Does it say? It does not say how old Heathcliff is, so I can only assume that he is similar or slightly older to Kathy. Ryoshi's source is also an old man. That's kind of funny. Let me see. Yeah, Heathcliff returns only 3 years after he left. I was right. I was like, I'm pretty sure Heathcliff was only gone for a few years. So he was only gone for 3 years. He was in his 20s during the marriage of Linton and Kathy. So like when he comes back, I mean, I could see him being Slayer. That is so wrong. He's not in his 30s near the end of the book. Near the end of the book, he is like an old man. Cause he has like grown ass children at the end of the book. Like, guys, Heathcliff, maybe he's a few years older than Kathy. I could see him being 20 years old when he returns. Because Kathy is like 17, 18 when she dies, okay? And I don't think they're that far apart in age. By the time the book ends, he is an old man because he has, well, maybe, I'm not saying like, maybe not that old. He has grown children at least. He has grown children at least. Cause like he did that whole thing where he set up their marriages and then it was like a whole thing. Oh my god, it was a mess. It was a mess. Otis is supposed to be Odysseus. Is Otis Odysseus? Otis. Did he even have the luxury of writing a will? I don't remember the will. But I do know that it's been like a long time. He's 37 when he dies in the book, so I guess, okay, if he's 37, then if we do take the fact that he was maybe 20, so he would have to be like 20 years old when he came back, which, if he's a little bit older than Kathy, sorry, I'm gonna say Kathy instead of Catherine, because Catherine is like the daughter or whatever, right? So if he's like late 30s by the time he dies, and he came back at 20, then I guess he could have a kid, because he could have like an 18-year-old kid in that amount of time. But he is like, he's not like young. I wouldn't say he's young. I mean, I guess like 20 when he came back. I would say probably at the oldest, if he's a few years older than Kathy, so that if he dies like at 37, 38, his kid will have at least been grown at that point for him to, I don't know, emotionally manipulate them or whatever the fuck he did, whatever. But he's still very young though when he comes back. He's not like in his 30s, or sorry, he's not in his 20s. He's like 20, if anything, because I don't know, they're like the same age. He was 18, so if they're the same age, then you know I could see him being like maybe a little bit older than her, but chances are they're the same age, because she dies when she's like 18, so he comes back and then she dies like pretty soon after, right? Hi Kuzu, welcome in. I don't know, he gets up to so much fucked up shit. I can only hope that this Heathcliff is, and you know what, I don't even have to say that I can hope. All I know is that this Heathcliff is way more chill. This is a Heathcliff that has healed for sure. I don't even remember, it was during Canto 5. It was Canto 5 for sure, where this Heathcliff said something like, you just gotta let go and move on. And I was like, pause, real Heathcliff would never say that. That fucker never let go and heal. And never healed. But guys, I think this Heathcliff, he's a little bit healed. I think he's a little bit healed. Yeah, he isn't a complete bastard of humanity. Yeah, so he's already he's doing way more better. Our Heath acts more like Hareton than Heathcliff. Hareton is Hindley's son? Yeah, call him Healed Cliff, because he said something that was crazy. I guess I could see that, because he treated Hareton like how he was treated. But Hareton didn't like seek revenge or anything. He just like fell in love with Catherine at the end, you know? So a more healed version of Heathcliff, I can already see that. But guys, this guy, he's healed. This version of Heathcliff, we have a healed Heathcliff, okay? He's healed. He's grown so much. Catherine Jr. I feel like people call the older Catherine, the mother Catherine, they call her Kathy, and then they call Catherine Jr. Catherine. It's usually how people distinguish it. I know like only Heathcliff calls Kathy or whatever, but just like readers call them that to distinguish them, you know? Right, I get it now. These rocks were actually whales. I get that mermaids pop out of those pores. Ew. Gross. But I think it's a loony thing though. Why are we even drawing their eye? Or we could have just gone around them. Looking to let off some steam, hankering for a game of whack-a-mole all of a sudden? Is that it?
그럴 리가 있나요?
Of course
제가
not.
알고 있는 게 이 방법뿐인 거예요.
This is just the only method I know.
설명할 생각으로 그렇게 말했을 거라고 믿는다.
Guys, I think we're about to enter the whale. Okay, you better be ready to explain what you're talking about. Heathcliff, furious, wasn't the only sinner looking at Ishmael with expectant eyes. There were Otis and the other sinners who all looked to her for some answers. Ishmael. And I was too, of course.
저도 이걸 진짜 하게 될 줄은 몰랐는데.
I also didn't think I'd actually be doing this.
전설 같은 이야기였죠.
Well, so there's this legend-like tale.
전설이요?
Legend?
대호수를 떠들고 여기를 터전 삼는 사람들이 많은 만큼 나누어진 호수의 종류만큼이라고 해야 할까요?
Each lake of the Great Lake has its own culture, with many wandering and choosing to call those places their homes. So naturally, there are as many tales as there are lakes.
사람들에게는 그 호수에 대한 이야기가 구전되어 전설처럼 들려오곤 해요.
Oh my god, when do we get to meet the other characters? I'm so excited. Okay. But there's one tale of a certain lake that is passed down orally from sailor to sailor, just like the legends of old.
부유하는 울렁이고 어두운 잿빛 호수. 이곳에도 노랫가락에 맞추어 불려오던 전설이 존재했죠.
The legend of the gloomy gray lake of wafting and rumbling. Sailors sang the legend of that lake, passing it down for years upon years.
숨겨져 있는 공간을 열기 위해 두드려라.
Doom and hew thy veiled path to misty seas.
그 색을 찾기 위해 고래들을 울게 해라. 알맹이를 들춰내라.
Be gloom and let whales draw their pearls in search of pallid
고래의
hue.
울음소리. 갖춰지면
Yes, thank you for the lure, Kentucky. I appreciate it. And the Korean version of Nikkei Rappy is voiced by Otis. Oh wait, that's actually so funny. Isn't I think Don's voice actor in the Korean version is also Laplace's voice actor in Nikkei. I mean, you know, like, they're both Korean, so they of course share a ton of the same voice actors. Tomb shall be thy mist path, heeding the weeping whales.
그래서 그게 당최 무슨 뜻이요?
Whatever does that mean?
지금처럼 이 호수에 있는 구멍 고래들을 깨워서 인어들을 다 잡으면 창백한 고래에게 가는 길이 열린다는 말이에요.
It's simple. Hit the poorest whales to wake them, drown and hunt their mermaids, and the path to the pallid whales should be clear of the mist.
그러니까 그걸 지금 믿으란
What a tale.
너도 믿고 있고.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I feel like even in like Western voice acting, there's so many like Western voice actors that play many roles that cross over things. So, you know, of course you would expect it from like a smaller industry. Do you really believe that? You expect us to just believe that hogwash?
살다 내가 이런 말을
Blimey! Didn't think I'd ever get to say these words before my deathbed. No, I can't do a British accent, guys. But
멍청하냐?
are you stupid?
야, 고래를 깨우는 거랑 저 빽빽한 안개가 거치는 거랑 대체 무슨 연관이 있냐? 적어도 어느 정도 말이 되어야 할 거 아니야.
Listen, what is waking these whales awake? These whales don't have anything to do with getting rid of that thick fog. It's gotta make even a little bit of sense, no?
히스클리프 씨가 인과관계를 가지고 논파하고
Oh my gosh, Suyen and Ryoshi, that's actually crazy. Suyen is like... Suyen's, I imagine, a very fun one. Heathcliff discusses the correlation between actions and consequences. This truly is a rare experience indeed.
좀 닥쳐라.
Guys, I can't do a British accent. I'll try to learn one potentially before Heathcliff's Canto, but it's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. Shut up, smart arse. I'm serious.
시간 안에 호수에서 벗어나지 못하면 파도가 밀려온다는 사실은 뭐 말이 되나요?
Okay, you know what? Ishmael does have a good point. And you think the law that sends waves after us if we don't cross the borders at the exact right moment makes sense? Oh.
정해진 공간에 도달하기 위해 직선 항해를 하지 못하고 왔던 항로로 바로 되돌아가지도 못한 채 여기저기를 돌아다녀야만 하는 건 말이 되고요?
You think the law that makes us go in circles before reaching our destination, the law that doesn't let us go back the way we came from, makes any sense?
제가 처음부터 말씀드렸죠. 대호수에서 상식을 찾지 말라고.
I've been telling you this whole time. Common sense has no place in the Great
여기는
Lake.
그렇게 돌아가는 곳이에요. 그냥
The Great Lake is crazy. That's just the way this place works, okay? Just, you have to accept that.
좋아. 그건 네 말이 맞아. 근데 그런다고 해서 좌편이 뭐니 그렇게 딱딱 정해져 있는 도시 규칙이랑 그런 두루뭉술한 노래랑은 완전 다른 거 아니야?
Ishmael's the only listener that knows how this place works. That's true! I mean, Ishmael's like from here, you know? So it's like, of course Ishmael knows. Like, none of these other... I mean, I guess like Faust knows, because Faust knows everything, but Not quite to the same degree. It's different to know it and then experience it, right? Fine, I'll give you that, but they're like the laws of the city. As outlandish as they are, there's still strict laws that can be calculated to those variable coordinates or whatnot. What you're blathering here is some vague old song. Am I supposed to believe something so absurd? Ishmael shares the voice actor with Shifty. I love Shifty. Yeah, Ryoshu's voice actor really can do quite the range, you know, if it's Suyin and then Ryoshu. Of course, the British man is the guy arguing with the locals about directions. Oh, real. Yes, because I've seen it myself. I feel like, why would you not assume that she has already seen it? You know, that's my thing. Like, Ishmael seems like so traumatized of everything that's going on and like seems to know what to do that I would just assume that she's already seen everything.
그 옛날 아무것도 모르는 치기 어린 항해사가 직접 배를 탔었고 직접 전설이 사실이었다는 걸.
Oh god, guys, I hope we get to go inside the whale today. Years ago, when a young, stupid but motivated sailor boarded the ship, she had the most unfortunate opportunity of witnessing this very legend with her own eyes. Thank you, Yuzuki. I just want to be inside the whale already. Phil Kwong and Pepper, see, that I could very easily believable for me, lawyer dude. Because that's how she saw the pallid whale. Heathcliff fell silent, scratching his head. The rest of the sinners also nodded and began whispering.
나는 네가 진짜 마음에 안 든다.
I really don't like you, he says, as he definitely likes her. Took the words right out of my mouth.
정말 죄다. 마음에 안 들지만 적어도 말다툼에서 이기겠다고 거짓말을 하거나 흰 소리를 누르.
Yeah, she wouldn't lie now during her insanity, you know. I don't like any of this, but I know you're not the kind of lass to lie or tell tall tales just to get the upper hand in a petty squabble.
어디 끝까지 해봐. 일단 이 방망이로.
He actually has quite a lot to say during her canto. It's very interesting. Fine, let's go all the way to the end. I'll keep whacking those mole-like things with this club.
납득했다. 하지만 다음엔 그런 이유가 있다면 먼저 말해줬으면 좋겠군.
You know what? This is valid from Otis, in my opinion. I can also accept your explanation, but from now on, I would appreciate it if you could share your knowledge with us first before doing anything.
노력해보죠.
I'll try.
어떤 의미에선 확실한 방향을 알게 되어서 다행이라는 생각도 드는군요.
In a way, I'm relieved that we now have a definite path forward. Yeah, well, let's go find our next whale. Yes, Executive Manager.
총원, 승선.
I do like the ship, I'm not gonna lie. All aboard, men.
해무가 마치 쪼개지듯이 거치고 있구려.
Truly, the ocean mist is splitting as though a blade has hewn it in half. Once we eliminated the mermaids of the last whale singled out by Ishmael, the fog slowly began to fade. Behind it was a different lake, beyond the gray sea.
마침내.
Finally. Uh-oh, okay. Okay. Ooh, okay.
오늘
Scary.
부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니.
Oh, guys, my manager level has increased.
더 떳떳이 살아갈
Every
수
day
있겠군요.
I become a better and better manager, okay? Okay, wait, guys, before we go into the story section, I might take a very, very brief break because I did not take my cough medicine yet before the stream. I should have done that. I just totally forgot. Because I've been taking it like every 4 hours. I think I took it like, it wasn't quite the 4-hour mark yet before when my stream started. But guys, I'm going to take a very quick break just so I can take my cough medicine, and then we will get back to this and I guess enter the dungeon. We'll probably make it into the dungeon in this stream. I don't know if we're gonna. Oh, I don't know. I guess we'll see how far we get in, because I imagine the dungeon's actually a pretty long one. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna just quickly take my medication really fast. Okay, guys. Hi, I'm back. Hello, hello. I ended up eating a little snack as well. So, yeah, I was just chilling. But now I'm back. I'm back. I'm ready to I'm getting ready to enter the whale. And I need to drink some water because I took cough syrup and it tasted really bad. So hold on. Ooh. That shit does not taste good. Anyways, hi guys, I'm back. Hello, thank you everyone. Thank you. We are about to enter the whale. So this is looks like about to be a story one. I think we'll probably have 2 story ones and then we'll be in the dungeon, right? But yeah.
날씨가 제법 굿다.
The weather there is quite hostile. Marcel was right. The lake beyond the borders was nigh pitch black. The waves crested tall, rising and crashing violently under the thunder and rainstorms. Hi, Adam. Adam, welcome in. Welcome in.
풍랑 또한 심해지는군.
The wild winds have begun to sway the boat. Yes, I hope you're doing well. Yiseng's face was starting to grow pale.
저희가 정말 할 수 있을까요?
I'm starting to wonder if we can really do this.
언제나 할 수 있어서 했던 적이 있었냐?
Do we ever let that stop us from trying? Yeah, guys. Yiseng is looking a little bit rough. He's looking a little bit rough. I guess that's true.
진입하겠습니다.
Alright, heading into the
이
zone.
호수의 파도는 신경 쓰지 않아도 되나?
Are there any laws of that lake that we must be mindful
이
of?
앞에 있는 구역에 대한 규칙이나 파도의
Cromer and Rupee share voice actor. Quite the range. I don't know the laws of the lake, nor its waves. Already busy with work, oh my goodness.
그 안에 파도
I know that
시커먼
feeling.
곳은 기억에 있지만
Yeah, this isn't ideal. Evil, he's saying. Is he seems to be doing a little bit rough right now. I remember the way the fog split open. I remember the obsidian sea and the endless
전술이
tempest.
실제하는 모습을 지켜본 선정이 흥분해서 떠들던 연설과 고래를 잡기 위한 채비를 서둘렀던 기억만 남아 있어요.
But the rest of it. All I remember is that the captain was excitedly delivering a speech at witnessing the legends come to life. And that we were all busy preparing for the whale hunt.
그러니까 이 앞부터는 진짜 모험입니다.
So what awaits us ahead is a real adventure. We'll be sailing blindly into the night. Gulp?
그럼 모든 걸 정면으로 맞서야만 되겠군.
Hypothetically, if they made a proper Limbus English dub, who will be voiced by Matt Mercer? Matt Mercer, he has like maybe too normal of a voice. I feel like when Matt Mercer voices someone, it's always like a regular ass voice. So I don't know. I mean, it's not bad by any means. Obviously, he's a good voice actor, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just not familiar with any bodies of work that he's done where he is like a crazy voice, you know. But you know what we should do, guys? We should do a fan cast of who we would want the English voice actors to be for everyone. That would be so fun. You see, I could see Matt Mercer as a side character. Guys, wouldn't it be fun to do a fan casting? A fan casting for everyone. That'd be kind of. I could see Dreamy and I'm as Heathcliff. Yeah, even though I do not have a British accent. I do not have a British accent. I just do my gruff Heathcliff voice, and then and then. Who will Veronica Taylor voice? I feel like there's so many good voice actors. It would be fun to do like a fan cast for this. You know? At first I thought, oh no, I meant like a your dream cast, I guess I should say. That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. I'm not super familiar with Johnny Young Bosch has done killer British accents as Jonathan Joestar. Oh my god. No, who is Heathcliff? I feel like is really gruff and insane in my mind, but I don't know. This Heathcliff, this is healed Cliff. He's healed in this one, guys. He's a little bit more healed. So I don't know. I'd have to. I guess I don't really know that too much about voice actors, so I'd have to do some research before I approached you guys with my fan cast of who I think everyone would be. But yeah, that would be fun to do though. That'd be fun to do. Real Cobalt is real. Yeah, poor representation didn't stop the new movie. That's true. So I could be Heathcliff. Chris Pratt Sinclair. Yep, and he's just doing his regular voice with very little inflection, of course, for young Sinclair. Then we'll have to face everything head on.
파도가 오면 정면으로 부딪힐 겁니다.
Okay, yeah, if he had to do a sinner, I think Gregor is the most normal one. Mentally. So I think he would be okay as Gregor, but yeah. Yeah, good old Chris Rat. Hello, welcome in. Ishmael has a thick New York accent. She's from New Jersey. Is she? Wait, I don't know anything about where does Ishmael actually come from in the books? I actually don't know. Matt Mercer can voice our clock guy. He can do the ticks. Yeah, he's just like doing the clock ticking. Tick, 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 tick. Yes, if the waves come to claim us, we will face them head on.
그 고래가 나타나도요.
Even the whale.
아직까진 조용하네요.
No signs of that whale yet,
그때는
though.
호수에 진입한 지 몇 분도 되지 않아서 그것이 공격해 왔어요.
Back then, it attacked us mere minutes after we entered the lake. Everyone was as tense as they could ever be, looking around nervously.
저건 뭔가요? 뭔가 길고 높은 게 있는 것 같은데.
Wait, what's that? There's something there, something tall.
가까이 다가가 보는 걸 추천한다. 내가 일어나 광원을 가까이 비추겠다.
Close approach is recommended. I have a source of light to improve our visibility. We're so caught up with the lantern and pointed the light toward where Sinclair indicated. Oh god, guys, there's something very ominous in the back.
하나가 아니네요.
It has to be by Ben Kura. His voice is so sexy whenever he talks French. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that voice actor. There's several of them?
호수 한가운데 저런 게 떠 있을 필요가
Wait, what is it?
있나?
What's that hell? Who put them there? What are they in for?
같은 건 아닐까?
Maybe they're like lighthouses?
그렇게 보이기도 하네요.
Lighthouses? Yeah, I can kind of see that. Do you remember seeing anything like that, Ishmael?
기억이 흐릿한 정도가 아니라 저런 건
Oh, are they teeth? That's a good guess. No, I don't even have a hazy recollection of it. I've never seen it before in my... Oh, I love this. I love this.
이스마엘 양, 그대도 갑작스럽게
Yi Sing is so sick right now.
것이요.
Ishmael, has the nausea of the swing sea gone to you as well?
안색이 무척 창백하오만.
Your face has grown rather pale. I knew that can't be true. A seasick sailor only exists in jokes. Besides, Ishmael was doing just fine mere moments ago. Then she must have had a sudden realization.
그렇군. 이런 모습이었던 거였어. 일부만으로도 저렇게.
I see. So that's what it looked like. Even a small part of it is. It does look like teeth now that they've like illuminated it. A terrifying realization.
어떤 건데 그래요?
What is it?
알기 싫어도 알게 될 걸.
You'll find out soon enough, even if you don't want to.
저건 헤일인가?
There, a rogue wave ahead.
잡을 수 있는 건 전부 꽉 잡고 있도록.
All hands, brace, grab onto what you can. Before we even had the chance to say anything, a leviathan of a wave rose to its crest, then crashed onto us from above, and sucked us deep into the lake before throwing us back to the surface.
운이 좋았군요. 그대로 가라앉을 확률이 더 컸을 텐데.
We were lucky. There was a high chance that the falling vortex would have dragged the vessel deep underwater.
아니, 운이 좋은 거 맞냐 우리? 방금
Lucky you saw what was down there. That was... Everyone okay? Everyone was soaking wet, nearly hyperventilating, but mostly awestruck by what we've just witnessed.
이탈자는 없습니다만.
We have everyone, but...
방금
Huh? What we just saw down there were...
같은 게 아니라 모조리
They weren't lighthouses. They were...
엄청나게 큰 고래들의 꼬리였군요.
Tails of colossal whales. Ooh, Pro ZD. Ooh, I think he would be good, but I don't know who I'd have him be. Wow, okay. I really want to give up now.
고래라는 게 저 따위로 생긴 거였다는 걸 모를 대로 돌아가고 싶어.
Kier Buckland is Otis. Ooh, who would be a good Rhodia? Oh my gosh, there's so many good voice actors. I want to go back to the time when I didn't know what the whales really looked like. Oh, their tails?
잠들려오는 곳이었던 건가?
So this is the lake where the whales come to sleep.
목을 기울이고 잠들고 있으면 그 부분이 저렇게 높게 솟아오를 수도 있겠지.
Yeah, if they're deep in the water with their necks bent like that, I could see their tails rising tall over the surface.
하지만 이 소란스러움을 눈치채지 못할 리가 없어.
You like her as Persona 3 remake Mitsuru. Ooh, I have to listen to her to see if like the vibes are there. I see. The thing is, I don't know too much about voice actors, so I would have to do some research, you know, into who I think would be good for who, and then I would be able to present to you guys my fan cast. But yeah, I mean, there's like a good amount of sinners, so like, but not too many, so it's like a good number to do like a fan cast for. There's no way they miss this commotion.
기울고 있어요.
The ship is we're keeling over.
이제 저것들이 깨어날 거예요.
The whales are waking up. Oh yes, I will definitely take a listen, Syntax. We're finally here. I think that's what Ishmael whispered, but the storm, the waves buried her voice deep into the lake.
작전대로 무사히 합류했다면.
If the Indigo Elder made it here as we planned. Oh yeah, because we had to take 2 different routes, right? Is what it is. We had to split up. Wow!
저게 고래란 말인가?
Over yonder, is that the whale? We didn't have to wonder even for a second about what Don Quixote was screaming at. An entire herd of entities, each dwarfing every single whale we've weathered throughout this journey, emerged from the waters all at once. In unison, they began migrating in a singular direction. To witness something like that was enough to make even Merceau gape with plain bewilderment. Oh my god, even Merceau's like, what the?
여기까지의 작전은 성공인 것 같군요.
Looks like things are going according to plan.
우리도 이야기되었던 대로 행동하지.
Then we'll have to do our part. Prosody is Ricardo. That's a pretty good choice.
저기,
Ah,
저기.
there. There was a whale that stood out even among the herd of ineffably immense whales. Oh wait, guys, look, we did make it. We made it at the same time as the Indigo Elder. Pallid as the pale death, its hide thick with scar tissue.
유독 상처가 많군.
That one's particularly scarred.
찾았다.
Yep, here, we got the eye right here for sure. I found it.
그 사람의 말이 맞았어. 그때 우리가
You was right.
과드호가 냈던 상처 자국이 그대로잖아.
The wounds, the scars that we, the code made, they're all still here. What the? Do we have a walkie-talkie? I assume that you finally located the whale.
생각됩니다.
I believe so, yes.
형편없이 낮을 테지.
As always, the chance of success must be minuscule.
그렇습니다.
Indeed, it is. Oh god, guys, oarsmen! Ishmael thundered. Ishmael? Guys, she's going insane. No, louder than the thunder itself. And though her personality itself, as though her personality itself had shifted, her voice seemed to overwhelm the very storm itself. Guys, she's waking up the freaking whale. Answers, you dogs, oarsmen.
그래.
Hey! Set route to that pallet thing. Full speed ahead, row! Hey guys, she's locking in. Two locked in, maybe. I would actually say it's two locked in. Full speed ahead, row. Even Otis was swept up in this sudden turn of events, repeating after Ishmael's bellowing commands. Is this what Ishmael was like when she sailed the lakes? Or... Ooh, that does not sound good. Or is this the captain?
불빛이 보입니다. 족빛 노인이군요.
I see light. It's the Indigo Elder. Yeah, guys, she is going insane. The old man in his skiff was skidding across the waters towards the whale.
잘 듣게.
Listen,
잠에서 깬 나머지 고래는 전부 던져놓은 미끼를 향해 갔네.
The rest of the awakened whales have gone after the bait I've laid for them.
성공적이다. 이제
Then the plan worked. Now. Uh-oh, guys. It wasn't clear whether it was the thunder or the old man's bellow that awakened the pallid whale. Its eyelids began to lift. This is a creepy eye. It's been so long since I've witnessed anything like this up close. Into the hypothetical voice cast. Who would he voice? It was the eye. It was an eye of astronomical proportions. Some had said it no longer resembled an eye, but a reflective mirror of the world.
직접 보는 것을 고대했지. 이 눈깔.
Oh, how I wish to see you eye to eye. Someone British? The only British person we know is Heathcliff. Yeah, this is a creepy eye, guys. The old man, harpoon in hand, draws closer to the whale with a grim, stony expression. Ishmael also aims her harpoon at the great whale, her face nearly tearing with uncontainable joy. Oh my god, we're getting a raid! Oh my gosh, hi, Angelus! Angelus, welcome in. Oh my god, you guys came in just in time for a crazy moment in the story right now. Welcome in, Raiders! Welcome in, Raiders! Hello, everybody! Hello! Hi, guys. Welcome in. My name is Dreamy, a magical bunny girl turned part-time maid cafe worker. How is Mugenics? Guys, please check out Angelus, who's been doing a lot of variety content lately, but also is the person, if you have any questions about deep dungeon stuff in Final Fantasy XIV, welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. You guys came in. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know what's going on, we are playing a game called Limbus Company. We are in the Moby Dick chapter, and we have been searching for Moby Dick, and we have found him. We have found the whale. We found the white whale. Here it is. This is its eyeball right here. So we have just found Moby Dick, and it's kind of insane. Had an epic run to finish the night. The game has been kind of crazy. It's a little crazy. We're I mean, this is not gonna end well. I think we know that, because look, here's us. And here's the eye of the whale, guys. Yeah, so I think we're gonna get eaten, but that's what I've been trying to get happen this whole time. Some sinners tremble with fear while others prepare themselves. All of it, the world containing a single reflective eye that stretched even beyond our peripheral visions. This is a giant whale. Now here's your bait, fish. Bite on it.
너는 언제나 그래왔으니까.
I know you have no other choice. Biting, devouring is all you've ever known. Also, wait, if we go inside the whale, isn't that bad? Because everything that the whale swallows that comes out again is like not, like it gets covered in the white goo and then they are like fucked up forever. Right? So isn't that bad? I don't know. I mean, who cares, right?
오arsmen,
split the sea with your oars.
헤아리기 힘든 세월을 살아왔으며 내가 이해하지 못할 곳에서.
Yeah, I mean, Ishmael has a quote-unquote plan. I respect you, Pallid Whale. I respect that you've lived years in numbers that I cannot even begin to imagine. I respect that you hail from a place beyond my ken. But
난 이 기회가 지나가기 전에 이 몸으로 너와 맞서 이해의 끝으로 향할 작정이다.
I will take this chance to stand before you, to challenge you, and with this challenge to the edge of understanding, I will row. The giant harpoon soars across the black sky like a bolt of levin and strikes the Pallid Whale.
지금이다. 배를 힘껏 저어서 나아가자.
Now is our chance. Row on, row on. Ishmael rose tall and alone, looking straight out beyond the speeding boat's swaying bow, harpoon in her hand.
너를 다시 마주치면 무슨 생각이 들까?
Yeah, so we can't do anything about the sickness. So, you know, once you're sick, I don't know, there's nothing we can do for you. Now, Ishmael is so sane right now, guys. I don't know what you're talking about, okay? I've been thinking ever since then about the feelings you might dig up from my heart if I saw you again.
근데 의외로 복잡하지는 않네.
But this feeling is much more straightforward than I expected.
반갑다. 미 빌어먹을 고래 새끼야.
Nice meeting you again, you fucking whale! Also, I'm eating a cough drop, guys. Just a warning. Me when I see my friends that play gacha. Hey! I don't whale! I just dolphin sometimes. I wish I had the money to whale on gachas. Compared to the old man's harpoon, the harpoon Ishmael hurled was like a needle. Thank you, Yuzuki. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you, Yuzuki. You love Indigo Elder is just Ernest Hemingway's The Old Man of Sea. I love Indigo Elder. Ernest Hemingway, he's way too depressed, I think. But once struck as though its body was racked by an immense, unbearable pain, the Pallid Whale's maw opened and the air itself began to vibrate. Guys, look at this! Its maw opens. This is the art that I have in my thumbnail. Yeah, I didn't do anything wrong this time, true.
가세나, 난 고기잡이를 시작할 테니.
Go. I will now fish this beast. Yeah, it's the thumbnail. Every sinner heard the old man's voice. Yeah, Danny DeVito should voice the good. I do love Danny DeVito. In desperation, as though death itself were in our pursuit, as though it was our fate, our destiny to row, we were sucked into an endless abyss, and a rapid vortex pulled us into the maws of the beast, tenebrous as a well under a moonless sky. There was a deep noise, and like a droplet in the sea, we melted into the fathomless dark.
작전은 어떻게 되었지?
Acknowledge how goes the plan.
달리나? 어이.
Acknowledge. Hey.
아무래도 무전기가 정말로 맛이 가버린 모양이군.
Oh, looks like the radio's broken for good. Uh-oh, guys.
걱정이야.
Worrying. Okay. Damn. Damn, guys. Okay. I guess. Oh my goodness, I guess this is it. This is the dungeon, right?
필두, 출진.
Oh my goodness. That's true. We did enter the whale.
퀴케그의 어마어마한 악력으로 그리고 자신만이 아는 방식으로 직접 꼬았었기에.
It is said that Queequeg's ropes, twisted by her powerful grip and her esoteric techniques,
세상의 그 어떤 매듭보다 질기고 억세다고 한다.
are tougher than any other rope in the world.
퀴케그는
Oh my goodness, guys.
호수 속에 혼자 두지
Yeah, part
말라고
3.
했다.
Queequeg told me to not leave her alone in the cold, dark lake. Uh-oh, but we did that?
가라앉아서 고래와 인어들에게 뜯어먹히고 싶지는 않다고.
That she didn't want the whales and mermaids to tear her apart and devour her when her corpse sinks deep into its
그건 나도
waters.
마찬가지였다.
I agreed.
나만이 알고 있는 그 온 살갗의 상처들을, 파헤쳐진 흔적들을 고작 그것들이 파먹도록 두고 싶지는 않았다.
The wounds on her skin that only I knew of, the memories of her pain. I didn't want those monsters to heartlessly rip into them, to gorge themselves with their scarred flesh.
퀵해그는 관을 만들었다.
So Quick built herself a
밧줄을
coffin.
있는 힘껏 묶어서 배가 아무리 휘청거려도 자기가 잠든 관만큼은 가라앉지 않도록.
Built hardly and fastened with ropes twisted and knotted with all her strength, so that her coffin would not sink no matter how precariously the ship swayed. Oh, here's the coffin, right? Uh-oh, guys, memories!
나는 그 관에 걸린 끈을 손바닥이 찢어지도록 붙잡고 있었다.
My hands gripping onto that very same rope tied to the coffin. We're starting to peel and bleed.
소용돌이의 호수로부터 나를 지탱한 건 비어있는 친구의 관뿐이었다.
And my dearest friend's hollow coffin was the only thing that kept me afloat, like on that whirling lake.
아무도 없어요.
Guys, look, it's short-haired Ishmael. Is anyone out there? Anyone?
피코드호의 파편만이 떠있는 호수에서 나는 목청껏 부르짖었다.
In that empty lake, stranded amidst the Picord's desolation, I called out from the top of my lungs.
아무나 대답해 주세요.
Please, anyone, say something, anything.
세상에서 나와 묶여있던 사람들이 빠짐없이 전부 사라져버렸다는 걸 알았을 때,
Even when I realized that everyone I ever had any ties to had, in the blink of an eye, been taken from this
혼자
world.
헐떡이며 숨을 쉬고 있는 내 스스로가
My gasping, wheezing self, barely holding on to life, it seemed.
그리고 호수 밑바닥 끝까지 가는 거다.
Come aboard my ship and sailed me into the cold abyss of the lake.
물을 가득 머금고 숨을 쉬고 있는 나조차도 에이헤브에게 벗어나지 못했는데,
Not even I, drowning yet breathing, could escape Captain Ahab.
그 속에서도 에이헤브의 호통은 내 목을 조이고 있는데,
Even in this deafening silence, Ahab's echoing bellows strangle me. Okay.
죽어서도 죽은 선장의 목소리를 듣고 있겠지.
Even in death, my mates remained trapped with the captain. Uh-oh!
나는 앞으로 불행할 때나 행복할 때나
Enjoy, and it's our I'll never
내게서부터
forget.
뜯겨나간 그 끈들을 기억하겠지.
Yeah, so the strands that
이
were ripped away from me.
영영 갇혀버린 채로 평생을 잠겨 있겠지.
I'll be buried in this lake forever, to my last gasping breath.
차오르는 물을 벗어나려고 해도 호흡에 들어오는 건 고독뿐.
I do love Ishmael's hair. Have a good time at work, Adam. Thank you for hanging out. Try as I might to escape the rising waters, only loneliness fills my lungs.
그래서 항상 말했잖아.
I always told you. I did.
꽉 잡지 않으면 가라앉는다고.
Rope. Grab tight or sink. You? Wait, pause. Are we in the whale right now? Is Captain Ahab here?
있었던 거야.
How long have you been here?
여기에 있어.
What the? Okay, did we get swallowed already? Always been here. I don't know. Obviously, we're in the whale now. Okay, Ishmael gets compulsion. Is that what it said? I don't know what it said, guys. I wasn't paying attention, to be honest. Okay, that is what it said. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, we're in the belly of the beast, truly. Oh my god, and Captain freaking Ahab is here? The immediate sensation upon waking up was that it was moist and cold, yet oddly warm in some places. Where are we? Guys, we're in the whale!
강 같은 게
We finally made it in the whale!
거꾸로 올라가다 보면
There's this long river-like thing. If we follow it, maybe.
뭔가 나오지 않을까요?
There'll be something at the end of it?
루 씨, 어떻게 매번 그렇게 침착할 수 있는 거예요?
Lu, how can you always be so calm about everything?
그런가? 뭐 저 친구는 언제나 저런 느낌이었던 것 같은데.
Is he? I think that's just how that fellow is with pretty much everything.
아니, 그런 뜻이 아니라
No, that's not what
다들 여기가 어디라고 생각하는 거예요?
I mean, where do you guys think this
저희는
is?
분명
We just... I'm well aware.
뱃속으로 들어왔지. 우리 스스로.
We rode into the maws of the beast of our own volition. Not long ago. Oh!
우리가 황금 가지를 삼킨 그 고래의 속으로
Okay, so this is her plan. I'm proposing that we enter the stomach of the whale that devoured the golden bough.
미쳤군. 아까 혼자서 제일 많이 처맞고 나더니 아예 단단히 돌아버렸어.
You're mad all that thrashing fight sent you off the deep end.
적일 뿐이에요. 겸사겸사 가는 길에 황금 가지가 있는 거고.
I'm just going there for my mission, and the golden bough just happens to be in the way.
당신이 알아서 결정해요. 아, 관리자님의 결정이 제일
Hi,
중요하겠죠.
Galvar! I'll leave it up to you. We'll to the manager, since the decision matters the
아무튼
most.
이 회사나 저나 목적을 달성하려는 방법을 모색할 뿐이에요.
This company, me, we're both trying to find a way to reach our goals. That's all this is. Oh boy.
그리고 딱히 이렇다 할 방법도 없잖아요. 안 그래요?
Besides, does anyone have a better
그것이
idea?
황금 가지를 삼켰고 그 황금 가지가 그 망할 창백한 고래의 백화 현상을 중화시켜 준다면
If that thing swallowed the golden bough, and if the golden bough really counteracts that damned wild pallid whale's pallidification effects,
우리가
then
그 안에 들어가더라도 침식을 당하지는 않을지도 모르잖아요.
we might just be able to find the survivor without getting affected by it.
도박이 아이스. 그건
That's a gamble issue. There's just...
그리고 그건 당신이 좋아하는 것 중 하나죠.
Max and Satan in their Canto. I believe that. I do believe that. Yeah, you know what? It's one of your favorite
관리자님은 어떻게
things.
생각하세요?
What do you think, manager? Ishmael looked at me with expectant eyes as though she knew I had no choice but agree to this plan. Her eyes were telling me you came this far for the golden bough. You're not going to go back empty-handed now, are you? I mean, that's fair. 6
그
hours.
이후로도 어떤 움직임이 없다면 LCA 팀이 그 다음 임무를 넘겨받게 될 것이다.
If I don't hear anything back from him in 6 hours, LCA will be taking over the rest of the mission.
LCA 팀이 넘겨받으면 그 이후로는
Okay, LCA takes over the mission. Then what?
글쎄, 너희가 고래 뱃속에 갇혀서 나오지 못하고 있다는 불운한 소식을 듣게 되면
Well, hear the very unfortunate news that all of you just had to row into the whale's belly and get yourselves
그
trapped.
거대하고도 창백한 고래를 통째로 터뜨릴 수 있는 방법에 대해서
Yeah, they do need to crash out in their own chapter. You're right, you're right. They'll be having a long internal discussion about how they could blow that pallid whale apart.
그 이후로는
Okay, so let me get this straight. If we fail to find the golden bough stuck somewhere inside the whale's stomach in 6 hours, you won't hesitate blowing us to smithereens along with the whale? Did I get that right?
굳이 전달드리지 않겠습니다.
I will not relay that comment. Faust, what do you think of our odds?
영은 아니지만 영에 수렴한다고 생각합니다.
Our odds are non-zero, but it may as well be nil.
적어도 지금 우리가 가지고 있는 변수들로는 그렇습니다.
At least with the current known
가능은
variables.
하다는 거죠.
So we have a chance. Do you have any other ideas that might get us to the golden
또한
bough?
지금으로서는 없습니다.
No, not at this moment.
낮은 확률일 것으로 생각했던 방식으로 작전을 극적으로 성공시켜왔던 것은 사실이라고 말씀드릴 수는 있겠네요.
What I can tell you, however, is that we have a history of dramatically completing missions with a veritable low chance of success. Okay, then let's get this done.
역시 계획이 없는 것이 더욱 계획적이라는 생각이 드네요.
Indeed, the lack of flame becomes the plan
저만이 새롭게
itself.
세운 이론을
Hi, Ion, welcome
공부해
in.
보겠습니다.
Welcome in, welcome in. This solidifies the veracity of my new theory even further. Luckily, we didn't lose any sinners on the way down. All 12 of them made it down here just as we planned. But, guys, where's the boat? The boat was nowhere to be seen. Uh-oh, no boat. Okay. Guys, I might have to end the stream sooner than I wanted to because I am very sleepy, and because I've been sick, I've just kind of been like allowing myself to, you know, be like a little bit sleepy and sicky. Oh my goodness. I know, I got so sick this last weekend, guys. I did. Yes, I know. And plus we'll see, but at the beginning of a dungeon is like kind of a good place to stop, isn't it? The only thing is I have barely streamed. I've only streamed for like 2.5 hours. Oh wait, this is a focus battle. I forgot, guys. Oh my god, I totally forgot that it's a focus battle. Right? Is it a focus? It's not chain, right? Was it chain? Actually, okay, wait, I'll see in a second. Okay, well, I guess I won't see in a second. Oh, always take care of yourself. I will. Getting to the town would be a nice cliffhanger. Oh. We want you better ASAP. That is true. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Oh gosh, I know. Well, purchase is in March. I don't have that many, but the thing is, I do kind of want to pull for the Yi Sing ID. I heard this one was good, right? He looks cool. Okay. Project Moon really uses trap to spend all your lunacy. I don't have that much lunacy, so if I do decide to get this, like, look, I really just don't have that much. So I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know if I want to go for it. This Yi Sing is a nuke made human, so very good. Okay, he's a 9-coin skill. That's crazy. Okay, let's do one more time. We've already done 2 pulls on him, and we got 2 egos from it. You know, we already got 2 egos, so we're not gonna get that lucky. Oh. Oh no. This is cool though. Whoa! Is this Wild Hunt Faust? Whoa, wait, guys, this is our 3rd ego that we've gotten today. Well, guys, we're getting egos for all the beautiful women. All the ladies are getting. Do I have one of these? Oh yeah, I'll do it. Oh, I just used one of my tickets. Okay, oops, my bad. My B. Golden glow equals 3-star, melting chain is ego. know. I need to pay attention more to that because I can never tell if it's an ego or an ID. Guys, we got a third ego today. Oh my god, we got 3 egos. At least the egos are out of the pool. Are there, is that it for the egos? Can I, how do we know which ones are like a part of it? Probabilities? Ego, 1.3%. Wait, everything else is we got 3 egos. Oh, there's a lot. I see, okay. It's harder to get an ego than it is to get like a 000, but we got 3 egos. That's true, yeah. If we get an ego, I do know that you don't have to worry about them again. Okay, sorry, let me convert some of this. Okay. Well, guys, I'm honestly, even though it's like pretty early, I am sleepy. I think that's because, you know, I've been sleeping pretty early-ish because of I've been sick. Just because I've been sick, so I'm like, oh, is that why I'm so sleepy so early this time? Because I've been going through it. Hi, Orphane. I want to do, okay, hold on. I want to see if, let's go back in the dungeon really fast. Limbus coming makes you feel extreme lucky when it comes to gacha. I feel like Limbus, I've been pretty lucky in Limbus. You know. If we do these 2 more, how much more story is there? What if we just did like these 2? Although the story might be kind of long, right? So I would like to do these 2, but if the story is really long, then it might make me even sleepier, which will be kind of rough. You know. Little Ishmael keeps trolling you this season. Oh my goodness. Guys, I will say I did get special art for whenever we finish this Canto. The artist that I went to, okay, I got special art for when we finished the Canto 4, like the dungeon for Canto 4. Probably no story until a question mark, but then if we click on this, it has the sword and the story. Aren't we gonna get story? Right? Or no? Still something for you to look out for in the future. You tried to pull Yising and you got trolled by Middle Ishmael again. Oh no! Yeah, this definitely looks like a story. That's what I'm saying. It's definitely a story node, I'm pretty sure. But the thing is, I'm like, should we just try to do these 2 stories, or should I just call it a night for now, so that we are wide awake and prepared for it when the time comes? Here, let me do at least 1 more, guys. Let's see this. Let's do this one, and then let's see how we feel. Okay. Let's do this one, and we'll see how we feel.
전원, 눈을 크게 뜨고 보트를 찾는데 전념하도록.
Okay. Men, we will commence a search. This boat must be found as soon as possible. Hi, Chestnut. Welcome in. No, there's no need for a search.
400m쯤에 보인다. 그곳에 우리가 타고 온 배가.
400 meters to your right. There's the boat.
나쁘지 않은 관찰력이군.
Call it if you're sick. Okay, we'll do a little bit more, and then we'll call it, because for anyone who doesn't know, I did get sick last weekend, and I'm like recovering. I'm feeling a lot better than I did last weekend, but you know, there's still the remnants of it for sure. Oh, quite observant you are. Let's not waste any time and return to the boat.
배의 75% 이상이 파손된 채로 흩어져 바닥에 처박혀 있다.
Allow me to finish. There's the boat in a ditch. 75% of its hull integrity has been breached, and its remains are scattered on the ground.
와, 그렇다면 이건 배에서부터 나온 조각인가 보네요.
Yeah, I'm passing the sickness to you guys so I can get better, of course. The rabies are taking hold of new users. That's true. The entire dungeon took you 5 hours. That's not like I mean, that's not great, but that's not like too bad. Mostly just because I'm very slow, so I go through dungeons extremely slowly. Like extremely silly. Oh wow, so this was a piece of our boat, huh?
타회 사용을 고려해서 만든 배였는데 말이죠.
That vessel was designed to be used more than 3 times. Honglu was pointing at the pitiful sight of an absolutely busted-looking piece of the propeller. Well, to be exact, busted pieces of the propeller and what appear to have once been our boat's engines. Something comes to a sputtering halt amidst the wreckage.
숨을 거두는가?
Thus it rests here
이
forevermore.
장면을 봤다면 미카 양하고 레인 군이 크게 상심했을 것이요.
This would have been quite the painful sight for Mika and Rain. Yes, I'm getting so sleepy, it's true. This is a pretty painful sight for us too.
이제 어떻게 해야?
So what do we...
관리자님, 여전히 황금가지의 위치는 느껴지시죠?
Manager, you can still sense the golden bow, right? Yeah, unlike at the lobotomy core branch, I can definitely feel that it's somewhere, quote-unquote, in here. But it's also pretty far away, so I can't tell where it is exactly.
시계를 돌릴 준비는 되어 있으시고요.
Great. Are you ready to turn the clock? What's that about turning the clock? Oh. The whale's pallor had taken over their bodies and minds. Of course, it only makes sense that this place is crawling with mermaids. Well, guys, didn't we recognize that one just now? Didn't we leave that one back at the lobotomy corp? Is this a focus battle or a chain? I think this is still a chain battle. Okay. The chain battles.
도끼를 고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이 저
Whoa.
해충들을 도려내라.
There they go.
이제 깨우치시길.
묘여.
Okay.
고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나.
Whoa! Captain Ahab, thank you so much for becoming a member. Oh my god, thank you. Here, heart. A heart for you, heart for you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Captain Ahab. Even though I did talk about how I think Captain Ahab does deserve to get punished by Ishmael. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Those mermaids still no ditch by the absolute lord of Hangyuan. Oh my goodness. My gosh, there she goes. Hi, Sholil. Sholil, welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Look at that. Look at that. He looks so cool.
무슨 일 있었던 겐가?
Okay. I guess it's just a chain battle, so I don't really care, right? You've been thinking. Yes, tell us what you've been thinking, Sholil. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Truly the Lord of Hongkong. We're inside a whale, guys. Oh.
이나들이 더 몰려들기 전에.
Yeah, let's bounce before any of those mermaids, any more of those mermaids show
이미
up.
고래배 속에 갇혀 있는데 벗어날 곳이 있기는 할까요?
Bounce where? We're trapped inside a whale.
곧 저런 꼴이 되는 건 아니야?
A white day? That'd be kind of fun. Are we gonna end up looking like them too? You know, we've been devoured.
단테 씨의 머리에 있는 황금가지의 덕으로 수감자분들의 백화 현상은 막을 수 있을 겁니다.
The golden bow inside Dante's head is likely counteracting the palladification effects on the sinners'
하지만
bodies.
언제까지 지속될 수 있을지는 알 수 없겠죠.
But there's no guarantee that this defensive effect would last
환경이
forever.
변해버렸으니까요.
We must take into account that we are in an unknown environment. In other words, spending too long here could turn us into mermaids, just like them. I wasn't sure if I could bring back a sinner that's turned into a mermaid. But where do we even go? I don't even have the slightest idea as to where this might be, or where we might be.
건 뱃속에서도 비가 내리는 걸까요?
Weird, I didn't know it could be rain inside a whale's belly. I was still unsure where to go, so much so that I was starting to feel completely lost when Honglu suddenly blurted something about rain. What are you talking about?
방금 제 어깨로 물이 몇 방울 떨어졌거든요.
Oh, it's just that I left a few droplets of water on my shoulder.
잠깐만.
Wait.
우리는 이거한테 먹혔고 곧바로 떨어져서 꼬라박은 곳이 여기였지?
So this is the first place we landed on after the whale swallowed us whole in it. Right?
내가 가끔 당연한 게 헷갈려서 그러는데
Sorry, just sometimes need someone to confirm my common senses.
음식을 먹으면 제일 먼저 어디에 도착하냐?
When you eat something, where does it actually land
당연히
first?
위장이지. 아까부터 배고프다고 울고 있는 불쌍한 내 위장.
My stomach, of course, my poor starving stomach.
히스클리프 씨의 질문에 대한 의도가 파악되었습니다.
I see your point, Cliff.
위장에선 효율적으로 음식물을 소화하기 위하여 끊임없이 위산이 분비되죠.
The stomach constantly secretes acid in order to digest the food
학교에서
effectively.
배웠던 것 같아요. 무슨 강한 산이라고.
I learned about it in school. It's usually some kind of powerful acid
것들을 분해하는.
that dissolves everything it touches.
그래서 물이 떨어진 위치에 옷이 녹아내렸던 거군요. 따끔하기도 하고요.
So that's why my clothes melted whenever the water touched. Feels a bit prickly too. I stared at Honglu's shoulder. Something had burrowed a hole there, and the surrounding skin was sizzling and melting away. Oh my goodness.
도착하자마자 흐물흐물해지는 것이요.
Are we fated to become porridge so soon after our arrival?
긍정적인 발견을 보고드리자면
Ooh, that sounds so good, Sholo. I hope you have a good dinner tonight.
메커니즘을 띠고 있는 것 같군요.
There's one positive discovery, however. This creature appears to share similar biological mechanisms and shapes as an ordinary organic life form. Everyone, we gotta run. I don't care how many pieces of you there are left. Just make sure that there's something left for me to bring back. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. I probably will end it there just because, look, we have two more. Oh, this one's fighting only. Can we do this one? Let me fight this really fast. And then there's a story one that we'll not do because I'm very tired. I'm very sleepy. Okay, is this it's another chain fight, okay. Okay, there we go. Oh yes, the book notes speak of long minutes of reading. Yes. So we better tap out now. After this fight, we better tap out if I'm very tired. I know, guys. I'm so sorry that this is a shorter stream than usual. Usually I go on for at least a little bit longer than this. But yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, I got sick last weekend. I got like really sick last weekend. It was crazy. Whoa. Just gotta spend any amount of time. Yes! Oh my gosh. I'm so glad we got to say hi, Sholale. Don't worry, guys. Tomorrow we will actually stream for longer because it'll be the weekend the next day. Okay. Honestly, even though I'm very, very tired and sleepy, I will say it's probably good that I end the stream because, guys, I have to wake up in like 5.5 hours to work. or so. So I work pretty early, but it's okay. Tomorrow we will be. Tomorrow we can stream a lot longer, and I will try to rest up as much as I can beforehand so that I don't get very sleepy during it. You know. Please get some rest. Yes, so yeah, I work in 5.5 hours, but it's okay because then, you know, we have the weekend tomorrow, so that I can stay up more tomorrow. But good plan to rest while you can. True. And I know that this is a long dungeon, so even though we did get in the dungeon, guys, I know there's a lot that we will do for this dungeon. Yes, I will sleep, guys. Let me just talk about my stream tomorrow, and then I will actually end the stream. If you're on YouTube, you guys are just gonna get put into my next waiting room, which is tomorrow, guys. I am playing more Arknights. Yay! So for anyone who hasn't tried it yet, we will be playing more Arknights Enfield tomorrow. I'm going to be playing at least until I get my 6-star character pull, so we'll do that, and then I don't know, and then maybe we'll keep playing. But yeah, but tomorrow I can stream a little bit later, and hopefully I won't be so tired. But yes, guys, thank you so much for understanding. I've been sleeping a lot because I've been sick the past week, so I haven't been staying up too late because I just pass out now. I just pass out. But yeah, guys, I appreciate everyone for being here. Oh my god, thank you everyone who is on YouTube, who's on Twitch. Just know that I appreciate you guys both so much. Rest up. I will. Also, hi Xanthede. Thank you so much, guys, for chatting with me. Thank you for experiencing this with me. Thank you for hanging out with me. I know that this was like more of a reading stream than like a fighting stream, but we saw some crazy shit. We saw some crazy shit. Okay, guys. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for that. Thank you. I know the dungeon is long, so I'm excited and a little bit scared to see what we're gonna see in the dungeon, you know. Thanks for the stream, of course. We don't like you being sick. I know last weekend my voice is, you guys have to admit, my voice sounds a lot better now though. Like I actually sound okay to like today. All the other days it was pretty sus though. Guys, let's raid out. This was fun though. I felt like we got some good progress in. And yeah, we're starting to sound like our regular normal self again. I will definitely be taking my 5-hour naps, don't worry. So we gotta take a long nap tomorrow. But yeah, guys, tomorrow I will be playing some Arknights Enfield. We'll be playing some Arknights Enfield, and then Saturday we'll be playing Nikke, and then I maybe will stream on Sunday. Take care, may the ocean sleeps well in the hunt. Oh yeah, hopefully. I'll try to be prepared. Everyone is sick. It is sick season, so I know I got so sick. It's so sad. It's so sad that I got so sick. Let me go to my creator dashboard. But guys, this was so fun. I'm not gonna lie, the story did get kind of crazy. The story definitely got a little bit crazy, but I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys also had a lot of fun with this. Cause what the frick? I don't know, I'm scared. Okay, so I mentioned this earlier, but for anyone who doesn't follow me on YouTube, I got special art done. I got special art made for when I finished Canto 4, our final Canto 4 stream. I got special thumbnail art for it, and I did get special thumbnail art for Canto 5 as well. So I'm excited for whenever we do finish the dungeon, and I can use that as the thumbnail. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Thank you everyone for being here. Let's go ahead and raid out. A little raiding time. You're back in Captain Ahab. We were about to end the stream because I'm so sleepy. And I'm still sick. So, you know, I'm sick. I'm a little sleepy. So it's best to rest up. You know. Hi, Opal. Welcome in. Yes, I try to get a lot of fun, nice art. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Have a good rest. I will. Thank you. Let me see who's streaming on Twitch, So then we're gonna raid someone on Twitch. And then if you're on YouTube though, guys, if you're on YouTube, you will just be put into my next waiting room, which is for my Arknight stream. Ishmael, anyways, yeah, be on the lookout for some potentially very cute art, is what I'll say. Some cute art. Let me see, who is online that we can raid? Let me see. Sorry, I'm going through my following list right now to see who's on. Okay. Okay, guys. I got some pretty cute art, so I will be excited to share that with you guys whenever we get to the end of the dungeon. And then I may, okay, here's a little secret for you guys, everyone who's here. I maybe will try to, I haven't decided yet. I maybe will try to do something special for the end of this canto, but I don't want to say what, just in case I don't do it. You know, guys, we're gonna raid my friend Yumemi, who's an amazing singer. If you are not a sub, please use this raid message. If you are a sub, please use this raid message. This is for people on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, guys, you will just get put into my Arknights waiting room for tomorrow. So I hope I see you guys tomorrow. If not, then I hope I see you guys for the next Limbus Company stream, because my god, guys, we are officially inside the whale. We are in the dungeon. I'm excited to do to play more Limbus Company. Probably, I don't know, maybe next week, maybe the week after that. We will see. Guys, I hope you guys all have a great night and rest well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for being here and experiencing Canto 5 with me. I'm excited to go through the dungeon with everyone together. Because this is a long dungeon, isn't it? I'm sure a lot of shit will happen. But I'm excited. Guys, have a great night. Sleep well. I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. If not, then I hope to see you guys at least for the next Limbus Company stream. I love you guys. Thank you so much for everyone for being here. Wait, once again, hold on. Guys, everyone check out my friend Yuzuki! Before we go, check out Yuzuki! She's awesome! Okay, bye guys. I'll see you guys. Bye again.